Hey, I'm alive again. Can somebody confirm that? To the beat, raise your hand together. Thank you, Albus Corvus Corex, for following me. I hope the. Well. So yeah, can you guys confirm if you can hear me and understand me? The audio seems normal. Great. Yeah, that sometimes happens with my webcam somehow, like the audio. Um, that just is unfortunate. But yeah, what did I talk about in the stream? I'm gonna restart the segment so I can read everything out aloud again. Um, so yeah, for those viewing the YouTube clip, the audio was my microphone was distorted in the previous stream, so I streamed for like 10-15 minutes, and now I have to restart. Shit. But yeah, I wanna say yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for the follow again, and yeah, God, let's just read everything again. Superba Luxurian and Cora emerged into the hallway. The door did not lock up yet. It would not until the time was done counting down. At a glance, it didn't look like any of the other teams were out yet. From coming out as the last room to coming out as the first group, can we team up again for the next round? She looked a little excited at how easy this room had been. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that we have our me cards now. She took hers out, looking at it for a brief moment. All of a sudden, Luxuria pointed at Ancora, having realized her little problem. But Cora doesn't have one yet. All she has is the key. We need to find one so we can vote at the consoles along with her. Oh, yeah, thank you so much, Tozer, for letting me know. Yeah, maybe we should split up then. Let's do that while the others are still not done with the rooms. And thus the search began anew. After convening to split up, Superbi went towards the closed doors while Luxuria went back to the larger room, and Ancora went to the corner she and Luxuria had fetched Superbia from. When Ancora walked by the second door down the hall, she heard a small click. Next, the door came open, and just as quickly out was Nvidia. Oh, hey Cora, your group finished, huh? Yeah, that's just. Oh, he's coming. He wanted to examine the room a little bit more. It's not really my stuff, so I decided to leave earlier. I got a me card, and I guess your group found 2 too. That 2 is so funny. Right, I also got this key. He shot in Cora. The teeth had a strange shape in the form of the letter I. With the first one I got, I can now create an AI. AI? Yeah, an artificial intelligence. I'm kidding. That's mostly because the first one looked like an A, and this one's like an I see. Yeah, I just also noticed, like, man, my voices are so, my voice line is so bad. Like, some just have the same voice. Like, for Justicia, I'm going for this, like, oh, yeah, yeah, that is quite correct. She is like just like a very airy voice. She's like this crazy bitch voice. Yeah, this is like a voice that is really hurting my brain. And here's just a normal voice. She has a voice that is a little bit more formal, and she has just a deep voice. But God, they just sound so alike. I suck at this. Also, I googled what metacert means. It's medically assisted suicide. Honestly, for me, the guys all sound the same, just girls all sound differently. Wait, do you mean in the your Let's Play or from like my talking? An artificial intelligence. I'm kidding. It's mostly just because the first one looked like an A and this one looks like an I. Me reading. I'm really looking forward to watching your Let's Play, honestly. Like, I first want to have 100% obviously before I start your Let's Play, but man, am I looking forward to. Like, I know that I will see the game at least 4 times because I'm going to watch your Let's Play. I'm going to watch Gedrick stream it, who's streaming Haddo's Code right now. Like, not right now, but like generally. And then I also forced Enflammed, which is another streamer, to also play this game, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be sick and tired of this game so far. After that, he scratched his jaw a little pensive for a moment. To be entirely serious, I don't think I could make an AI, honestly. They're so complex, you know? They're a bit like us in design, an artificial person created by code who can think and improve on their own. That is such a foreshadowing, honestly. Yeah, that's a little far-fetched. I don't know if we'll get there for a while. I mean, some people can still barely use the internet without taking over their phone line. If I don't have time to watch all the streams, I watch a bit of them over. Yeah, I also want to highlight like my main reactions to like the main plot twists, I guess, and like super funny parts, like when I just spend like 20 minutes on Wikipedia because those are fucking funny moments, and I want to either upload them one by one or create like a compilation if I teach myself some editing. But yeah, also this line could really date the game, because maybe it's just like Ace when you realize Moon called you son. Yeah, exactly that line too. Like the whole era reveal, that was wow. Also Nico, because El Bundy's area name is Nico, right? I mean, some people can still barely use the internet without taking the over the phone line. This, if it's just meant like a normal jab, then that's okay. But if this like dates it to like the 90s or the 2000s, then that means this game is a prequel to Hades Code. And I mean, Moon always said that these masks are inspired by Smiley from the first game. But if this game is a prequel, it will mean that the Smiley mask is inspired from these masks, and that is an interesting thing. So yeah. But more importantly, about the keys, what do you think they mean anyway? They have letters in them, right? Whatever it is, it's not possible to solve with all the keys. But asking other people might tip me off about their knowledge of this game. Beats me. Okay, listen, this is going to sound a little bit random, but which one do you like most in the group? Huh? What do you mean? Why, that's Sun. No, not the group of keys. Which letter do you like most? Oh, you meant that. Ankora chose after a second. She picked the I key. Yeah, that... What? In my previous thing, I could choose that. So is that one of the trust-changing options and I just chose it and this is how it portrayed? Damn. Yeah, that one, the I key, that's the one I like the most. It's like a little leg that sticks out from the handle, so it's kind of funny for a key. Weird. I thought you liked the A key, you know, due to your name, Ankora. I'd like to trade it for your G key. Oh well, I guess. I'm not sure what this all amounts to, but alright, sure. The two of them traded keys together. Ankora gave her G key away to Nvidia, while he gave her his A key. I thought it might be fun, that's all. We don't have a lot of time, and I guess if you got the key then you might not have gotten a me card. Yeah, Lux and Bia got them, so we split up to look for them now. I wouldn't count on Bia being too useful for that, but I'll help then. I'll go search in those side classrooms. You know, all the randomest ones that seem to be locked. I'm sure we can access some of them, otherwise why not block them? They're pretty much all empty. Sure, if you want. I'll go search in this corner area then. See you later. And the two of them parted ways. Ankora resumed her trip to the other end of this hallway, this time without any other interruptions. When she arrived there, she heard a door coming open and closing. That was most likely Tristitia leaving the room. A few moments later, again, she heard another door come open, this time in the far distance. Judging by the footsteps that followed, it looks like Avritzi and Gula both left the room. So everyone's out then. We have to find that me card really quickly, or else. And I almost forgot, but someone needs to surrender the right to live. Their right to live right now too. We're quickly running out of time. Ankora's helmet read almost 3 hours. That they only had at most 10 minutes before the hour mark would close upon them and everyone would lose at that point in time if nothing was done. Yet Ankora wasn't nearly so panicked. We've still got time. First me card, or maybe this is a good spot to spy on some of the helmets. After she thought about it a little more, it became apparent that this choice was the right one. While thinking, Ankora had been investigating the nearby door, which unlocked thanks to her newly obtained key. Yeah, this is interesting because if we have chosen another key, would we have gone in a different room or like couldn't have accessed that and something would be locked or something? That would be interesting. Here we go. That was easy. I need to thank VD later. Really need to drop this habit of talking aloud to yourself, like Ankora. Pushing the door open, she entered the corner room. It was a staircase. It didn't go anywhere because the second floor was otherwise inaccessible. It was an emergency exit, but obviously it didn't open. There was no visible lock or handle. And here I noticed some things like trash can. Nice. This has actually text. I wonder what would happen if I just pulled the lever. And there's like this little opening, like this shaft. I don't know the English word for it. Schacht, not shaft. So yeah, I wonder what's behind there to you. It was as if that door was nothing but a wall. There is a strange graffiti on one of the walls. No one can see it unless they walk in here. It says mid-air avionics and nothing else. But what does it even mean? And yeah, I think this mid-air avionics is a anagram, It likely is an anagram, exactly. You could also say it's an anagram or not, but I guess this choice was made because trust changing values apparently. Um, but yeah, I don't know who's interesting. I just got raised by 33% with Avaritia. Wait, let's. Yeah, that is actually. Let's just do something here real quick. Okay, so let me just add a Excel source here again. Or just, let's just actually. No, wait, that is the wrong one. That is also the wrong. This is the right one. Okay, so we have mid-air avionics here, and what I want to do is figure out the anagram a little bit. So we're gonna take this va re. Oh, you're kidding me. There's no T. Mid-air avionics. Avionics. I could have sworn it could have spelled Avaritia because, like, the I is there. There's no other A. Ava. Maybe just the nickname. Aver. Aver is. Let's actually just. No, there's no real. I thought you could maybe spell out something with Avaritia there, but alas. Alas. Oh, somebody answered on my puzzle guide. Anyone know the answer to deduction 3? Yeah, I'll need to add deductions to my puzzle guide too, I think. If it's an anagram, it doesn't match anything that makes sense. I can't make heads or tails of it. I guess it's one of the things I'll have to keep in mind. It's going to bother me for a while, though. As soon as I get a hint as to what it really means, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to solve the crud of this one. I'm still not even sure if it's an actual anagram. I think it might. It should be. I mean, it's the obvious Milkman Go comedy. It's even a graffiti. It's even on a wall. It's even in a Miracle Moon game. It must be a anagram. But yeah, I'm also interested in the expression bottom dollar. Like, that is actually. I had to translate for like 3 hours today a game called Nanotales, Typing Chronicles, which is like a typing indie game. And there was the expression bottom dollar, and I had to translate it. I have never heard of this before, and in the end, I even basically um, didn't translate it to German directly because mm, because hey, the media source. Can you hear it right now? Like, is there the or not? Because like OBS is showing that to me, and that would be bad if it would play. Okay, great. So I guess it's just loops in the background and it's silent. But yeah, anyways, yeah, people are stuck. Some people are really. It's interesting because earlier we only had like the real good people and me at puzzles and stuff, and now everyone is joining, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like also very interesting that they would choose this kind of game. It's good, but it's also interesting. But yeah, also that game was in a fantasy world, so I was like, I'm not sure if a expression with the dollar is like usable. in a fantasy world. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to solve the crud out of this one. Well, this is as good a spot to spy onto other people as it can be. No one's going to stumble into here. The real question is who's available for hacking. It was dependent on the frequencies currently displayed. It seemed as though there were 4 possible helmets to spy upon this time around. That's a jackpot. Let's see. I can hack Nvidia, Superbia, Aritzia, Gula. I want to hack Nvidia though. I actually didn't want to hack Nvidia. I would like Gula, I think. Because I think Lux is still alive. Yeah, this is the route where only Era died. So I want to see what they're up to. I have no idea why he was so insistent on trading the A key over for the G key. The visuals came onto the screens when Nvidia's helmet was hacked. Bingo, not even a puzzle this time. Wait, something's wrong. Why would there not be a puzzle this time? What is this, a black screen? But the frequencies match. What does this mean? Maybe out of hacking range? Well, one problem solved itself. Suddenly, everyone's vision were overtaken by me once again. And yeah, he was like, what is happening? Apologies for this abrupt call. It is very important though. I must inform you that someone in your group has left the boundaries of the game. This is not currently allowed, so I have both good and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? Rhetorical. Everyone always wants to hear the bad news first, especially if they don't relate to them, which is the case here. That way you can all feel sorry for what happened. And then you can celebrate with the good news. The bad news is that the one who is wearing the helmet that left the boundaries has now been removed from the game. That is right, they have surrendered the right to live. The good news is, since someone has surrendered the right to live before the hour slice was over, well, now you have one more hour before a vote is required. Of course, you can always trigger the vote early. Remember that only 3 of you will not surrender the right to live, so if the survivors numbers above that count, you better get to work. I'm getting something to eat now. I'll be back. You have a good eating, dinner, midnight snack, whatever. But yeah, see you soon. You better get to work. If you had any puzzle door left to solve or whatever, you'll have to do the vote first anyway. No vote, no progress. And yeah, this is I think where you caught me with the audio issues, so we're back again where we started. I'll see you later. And then the screens came back to normal and Cora shut it. Well, I know who surrendered right to live. It's clearly Nvidia. That's actually a little bad because he had 2 keys and he was quite helpful. But I guess we can worry about that later. Yeah, this is I think the last screen. Right now I need to hack someone, especially because tensions will be at an all-time high due to someone surrendering the right to live. I've decided to hack. I think it's gonna be Gula. Because we got the Gula helmet thing. So let's see. What about, oh shit. Yeah, I never solved this one. I know this is this was one of the beta puzzles which I never solved. I think I read a spoiler on the Discord that basically gave away the solution. Why 39? Genius 32 28. Oh, I think it's yeah, I think the spoiler is right. Periodic table. It's about the periodic table. So yeah, let's just pull this up. Like, who the fuck? Like, this is I don't like this puzzle because it's like there's how to put it. There's a requirement in knowledge that not everyone has. So it can be really off-putting, I think. Yeah, BC, this is 5N. BCN, then is an O. F is the next. Then is a ni, but I think that is a na. Yeah, I think we can ignore all the multiple ones and only focus on the single letter S. Oh, the S. K U I. I think this should work. Wait, where was the U again? Da, 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 da. K V Br Kr R B Y R D I C Os V Au Ir Adren. Wait, what the oh, the U is the 29. Okay, so let's just write the puzzle noun order by table. ECNOFPSQ. Interesting. So this didn't work. It says that epsilon is 39, G is 32. Yeah, G, yeah, it is the periodic table. So I just messed something up, I think. B is B is 5. C N O F. Then we're going NE now. P. Oh, there's the S. K. Y. EU. Yeah, this should be the right one. I just messed up the order. BCNOFPSQ. And this should work. Nice. You solved it! Yeah, I just read a small periodic table and then yeah. Processing. Complete. Evaluating frequencies. Connection established. Rise and shine. Small and shine. Panels in German, stream languages. Okay, so to be fair, I streamed in German when I started streaming. I'm not a professional streamer. But when I started, I was German. But because basically, I'd only returned to streaming because of this game, because I wanted to record and show my reactions. But to give it to a widespread audience, I had to do it in English, which is why I am having everything in English basically, and also my command like !social, !giveaway and stuff are also in English. Also, yeah, if you want to win this game, a free copy of this game for Steam, you can do !giveaway, and it will link to my Twitter giveaway. Thanks to G-chan, Nacha, basically it's G-chan on Discord for sponsoring that. Earlier I could not help but ascertain your fascination with more deathly elements of life. Gula and Tristiccio were sitting together onto some benches in the crossroads. After a few more seconds of this awkward silence, Gula had finally broken it, prompting Tristiccio to reply, suddenly interested. So what do you make of that? You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about it before confronting me on that. Well, to be completely honest, I'm entirely unable to understand your macabre interest on the subject of eternal darkness. Prestigio was going to answer, but at the last moment he stood up. Following him, Gula did much of the same. The two of them began walking around the console, with no clear goal in particular. Not gonna lie, I don't know. This weird interest of mine, I don't know where it's from. I guess a part of me is just unable to stop thinking about life and death. Also, welcome Shark to the stream. I should have also said that. While Tricity was talking, Gula wandered around looking at the equipment. Now that there was no cylinder covering any of it, she was free to examine it without any issues. Ever wondered what happens to you after you die? Perhaps not. I had deduced it won't truly be my concern once I've reached that outcome. I don't mean just about yourself. The world's a strange place, and so much of it is weird. What if our deaths affected it way more than we originally thought? I'm afraid you have lost me. Gula was tampering with the portraits on one of the machines. While she spoke with Tristitia, her hands were busying themselves, changing the Avaritia portrait with her own. Interesting. Oh, she figured out that she could change the portraits, didn't she? So Superbia figured that out, but she also figured it out. Nice. Also very bold of her to do that while Tristitia's standing right there. No, wait. She was doing it on her own, right off the bat. Someone most likely told her. But who? Tristitia was too focused on his semi-monologue to notice what she was doing. He had stopped walking, and he was staring off into a metaphorical abyss. Meddling is the name. Interesting. What is consciousness? What determines that I'm something that sees and thinks? Are my thoughts not just the product of my experiences based on pattern recognition? It's not a question that can really be answered, I think. Life's strange. Life is strange. Season 2 now available on Steam and do we exist because the world let us exist, or does the world exist because we let it exist? There are a few different schools of philosophy on the subject of reality. If the world exists because we can see it, then doesn't it stand that once we die, it stops existing? In a moment of attention, Kula shrugged before pointing over to the empty spot that once housed Ira's body. The irate entity which once resided in that very location has obtained the status of deceased, and I consider them as alive as you and I. Does your perspective matter? Does yours matter? Does mine matter? Who actually is the important life here? Is there even an important life, or does the perception of reality constitute only a baseline element, and none of us actually matter? Tristitia sighed, launching himself into a new monologue, while Gula was busy with the consoles. Also, man, get a room, you two. Like, he's monologuing, she's talking verbosely. That's just like, they're made for each other. As the horse masked one spoke, the two of them moved around the room again, switching from console to console. Is she changing all of them to manipulate the vote? Take a video game for... Hey, is somebody in chat who knows the meta meme for Twitch and could just, like, do that? Like, Shark, I don't know if you're still here, but you know what I mean, right? Because, like... You know. I'll wait, like, I don't know. I'm here, but I wasn't listening. Can you do the meta meme? You know, the one with meta and then ETA and stuff? Because this is... They're talking about video games and video games. This is meta. This is meta as fuck. No, you... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Ooh. The meta. Thank you very much, Shark. You have fulfilled me. Do the rate limit. What's the rate limit? Do I have to set anything? Wait, do I actually have a slow mode? No, my slow mode is deactivated. Is there a way I can help? I don't know how to say that. Like load the rate limit? But when you're not modded, Twitch limits you to 1 message a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think I need mods as of yet, but... yeah, take a video game, for example. If we humans have created video games based on systems that can only exist in reality... wait, my voice. Then life isn't so different. If we die in a video game, we start back at the beginning. When we die then, does life restart? I can't think there's nothing after life. It's interesting because this is also like the concept of this game where you restart when you die. I don't believe in any heaven or hell, but there can't be nothing. How do you feel nothing? How do you see nothing? How is it possible to not perceive exactly? These concepts are so alien to me, to you, to all of us who are still alive, in fact. I suppose you're not wrong on some level, but determining which elements are falsehood and derisions while ascertaining the truth will prove to be more difficult than you can ever imagine. Gula was clearly not paying too much attention, considering the flowery vocabulary she used as part of her normal pattern was just vague enough. Even Tresitia noticed after a moment. At least it wouldn't kill you to listen to what I'm saying, Gula. Even if you don't believe in any of it, I think it's important to have different opinions on existence. Very well, in that case. What I believe is that time is a river, always flowing towards the same side. To suggest existence renews itself upon someone specific ceasing their biological activities is preposterous. Then how do you explain existence? How are we all even here? All of us can affect how the flow goes. Gula remained silent. At this point, she didn't fiddle with the consoles anymore. Maybe her attention had been taken by being directly involved in a speech this time. Nobody can answer that question. This is all just a hypothesis. But if I had to guess, someone on the planet has the ability to keep the universe rolling. Oh, this is meta. This is meta because, this is so meta because, we have that ability. We literally have a flowchart and can go back and change a outcome and stuff. And then the rest, they're all just non-playable characters or NPCs. They exist, they think, they act, but it's just programming. They don't actually exist. All of this is a worrying thought. I can just imagine Moon writing this dialogue. He was like, this is basically his reaction. This is literally him writing this pod. Based on that sordid thought, you have much higher chances to be an entity without free will, as the odds are not. Wait, what? Based on that sordid thought, you have much higher chances to be an entity without free will, as the odds are not playing in your favor. Exactly that. Exactly that. After a short silence, Justitia turned around and began walking towards the meeting spot. Gula took only a few moments before deciding to follow after him. On another subject, who shall we be casting our ballot for? That's for the group to decide. This time we're not pressed for time at all, so we can easily think about it. Some of the other 5 voters will possibly organize themselves in a similar way. Yes, I've already thought about it. To manipulate the votes, even if everyone was against it. Or maybe some of them lied. Either way, it's dangerous. Tristan scratched the back of his head, seemingly worried. I believe it was originally Lux's idea. Tris, we should vote for her this time. We'll see, but I do take this in consideration. Okay, that's enough information. Time's ticking. The feed cut at that moment, restoring vision to Ancora's helmet. We're in a new segment? Yeah, segment. Superbly came by Ancora after the blonde girl had left the corner in which she'd previously been exploring. Cora, we're gathering back up, I think. Did you get your me card? Cora wasn't ready to go do the vote just yet. Deciding to extend the time towards which it would happen, she shook her head despite having found a me card. This area was as empty as before. There's gotta be more, right? I bet there's a lot of me cards that we just aren't seeing because... You know how we need 39 me cards to finish this? If you calculate it like this, you get 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Together they add up to 39. This accounts for 6 hours of votes. You're right, that means we should have found 8 this time around. Our total should be 17, but the rules only gave us me cards until we reached 15. And I'd be fine with the 15 since we're 6 left, but VD had 1 and now he's gone. Also, there's this hatchet again. Oh, hatchet was the word I was looking for. Another hatchet. I wonder if they're connected somehow or they're just goblet disposal or something. Well, let's gather up anyway. We can figure this shit out then. She took the lead. Oh wait, let's actually... Oh yeah. VD is dead, according to this at least. And yeah, we got 33% with Gula because we're Hector Helmet. The duo made their way back through Wing A with the goal of regrouping with the others in the crossroads. Forget it. What was that all about? I don't know, I feel strange inside, like I'm missing something. Maybe. The girl paused, stopping her movements near the puzzle door. Maybe you're missing Ira. You two were dating, right? And for all you keep saying, I think you needed him more than he needed you. Nonsense! Fuck that! He needed me! No, please, stop. You're deceiving yourself. Look, just figure out what it really meant to you. your companionship with them. Because if you don't figure that out for yourself, I think you won't get a chance to. It's now or never. Superbia remained silent, and the two of them walked again. Soon they arrived at the crossroads pop-up. That is the biggest connection anyone ever had with Superbia, I think. Yes, that's my idea. Please don't feel bad for me. The group had been in a heated debate over who would be next on the chopping block. Luxuria apparently was making known her idea for the others to vote for her. Gula... for the others to vote for her? Gula... Wait, to vote for... Luxuria? Gula was supporting her choice, but Tristiti wasn't in agreement with it. Avrisa was standing outside London's. What? Alright, so hey Toaster, bedtime, I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick, I'll be back in a second. But yeah. I'll be back in a hot second. Also, who is she voting for? I am back. Yeah, let's continue. Also to everyone listening right now, tomorrow is gonna be another stream, but also a kind of special stream. I don't know if oops, I advanced it. I don't know if any one of you knows, but Ludo Naracon launched I think yesterday. And it's basically a convention, but because of the current situation, obviously it's everything's online and. On Steam, it's again a lot of sales, but also a lot of time exclusive demos. And the last time this was the case was I think at the Steam Game Festival, which was really cool. I missed a couple of the demos sadly, but there were so many good games too, and I kind of wanna play the demos of this one and not miss any. So tomorrow I'll be doing a stream playing a couple of demos. I think I got like 10 demos or something. I'm gonna stream them back to back and give my opinion on them and stuff. I'll also try to squeeze in Birth Me Code at the end, but yeah, I kind of want to do this variety stream, I guess. And I mean, I don't even need to change the category I'm in because games and demos, well, Birth Me Go doesn't have a category or, I guess, a game title on Twitch, so it's still games and demos. Avariti was staying on the sidelines as Ancora and Superbia approached the survivors. The horse-maid's boy turned harsher. You're one of the few I still trust, so it can't be you. You're also the lowest threat of the group. I refuse to vote for you because there are better targets. What's going on? Why does Lux want to be voted out? She says she wants to be voted out because she's fine with it. She's trying to win Q points and I don't agree with it. You can't be everyone's martyr, Lux. Well, I agree with her. To be honest, I don't actually care who gets voted for next if it's not me. Ah, the good old selfish routine. I should have expected it. If they agree with it, then there's nothing to do about it. Indeed, my choice has already been made. She so has switched the panels, I can just guarantee that. Alexandria managed to gather 3 votes out of 4, out of them all. Superbia, Gula, and herself together almost had majority already. All Ankara had to do was to agree with it, and they would have given the majority, regardless of what the others would vote. But first, I want to know, Ankara, did you get a me card? You should have found one by now. We need to have everyone ready for the vote as soon as possible. Yes, I know. We have another hour. Shut up. Superbia was going to talk, but Trastigia cut her off as soon as she moved, which startled her enough to shut her up before she didn't say anything. You awful person should shut your mouth and let me talk. Where did that come from, you fat lawless? I know what we have done, but so if you don't want me to tell everyone else, you'd better shut up. Superbia was quick to retreat to a rabbit hole. Without any more interruptions, Trastigia resumed his question. Was he in the manor where it was clear that there's a murderer and she's the murderer? So, did you get a me card yet? Why are they even voting for Luxury anyway? Did she have some change of heart, or was this a plan from the beginning? She can't bring herself to vote for anyone else. Avritza stepped forward to say something against all odds, but before she talked, Ankora nodded. Sorry, Bia. I lied because I didn't feel ready to vote. Not again. Good. We can vote now then. I get that you don't want anyone to die again, but we're 5 minutes past the 3rd hour, and how many Mikots do we have? 16 or something? And one's gone with Vidi. We can't keep bickering like this. We need a plan, and we need 39 Mikots, or everyone dies. Reminding everyone of that fact, Justitia caused a ripple of panic to spread across the group, and Cora found it a nice way to remind everyone of the current predicament. Ah, you're right, we're going to die. Even bigger of a reason to begin at once. That's why we should get the vote over quickly. Vote for me. Yeah, let's just vote, get this over with. But am I okay with this? To have Luxuria die by the vote? No, we can't vote for Lux. Lux has been the nicest girl so far. Instead, we should just vote for Bia. She's the biggest threat, and she repeatedly refused to work with everyone else. Stop with these baseless accusations. Where does this come from? You just shared an emotional scene. What is going on? Am I missing something here? What the hell? Like, who has found out about the vote splitting yet? Am I gonna die? Because I feel like, we saw Gula changing the thing with Avaritia, but I feel like that Lux or Superbia also changed the plates around. They were not too baseless though. Fortunately for the matter at hand, it seemed that Gula and Luxuria agreed with the Ankora. Huh, didn't think it would be so easy. If it's what the... Oh, you're a little devious shit. If it's what the majority wants... Hey, wait a minute, that's not what we agreed on. What you agreed on? This little bitch told me to vote for her, and now she's saying to vote for me. That's duplicitous as fuck. I'm not putting my head in front of that shotgun. Unfortunately for Superbia, Luxuria swiped the Mika before she could even realize what was going on. The rabbit girl ran after the smaller one, but she was too fast, and soon the Mika was in Superbia's console. Oof. The others had followed the exchange while moving towards their consoles too, ready to jump in if appropriate to incorporate. Shortly after all Mikots were in, and Gulda and Tristida were pushing Superbia towards the shotgun. Who's missing? Era? Nvidia? Oh yeah, I was like, who's missing here? But no, the ninth person. You dickwads! You're fucking it up. I'm not the mastermind. We're all idiots. Stupid. Shit for brain morons. The insults kept coming as the clock tickets, and the insults kept coming, and they don't keep coming, and they don't stop coming. She slammed her vote down for someone, though it wouldn't change the ultimate outcome, as everyone else was voting for her. Is it fine? I don't know. It feels like this is a mistake somehow. Something feels extremely amiss with how easily this situation was overturned. But it wasn't like Ankora had all the time in the world either. She was the last one to vote. This is me, they switched it around again. I'm gonna die. The board exposed votes much like before. What happened was surprising. Even though everyone seemingly voted for Superbia, and Cora was the one with 5 votes. Superbia only had 1 single vote. What? Are y'all... Did you all set this up? And Cora started in bewilderment at the results. It was the final thing she would stare at. Shit, the rest of the group must have banded together. I knew this was proceeding far too easily. Then a gunshot rang out, but Ancora could only hear the first bit of it. Before she died, her life faded away. With this outcome, she had surrendered her right to live. I guess I should have been more vigilant. Should have tried to figure what's going on, so this didn't happen. Now that it's all over, there's no point in sticking around. Not that I can anyway. Someone is hacking her helmet. It's not her. Ah, this is all. Something wonky happened at the consoles, at the voting panels. Alas, it has nothing to do with me anymore. It's time to embrace an eternity and finally rest. And the box, but the box remained shut. Da-da-dum. The end. Now there's coming blood splatter. Then we're at the end. Blood splatter. Dead end. Oh, it said dead end. Okay, I didn't realize that. Let's see at the beliefs. Yeah, let's look at the lexicon of CG. Reality. Beliefs usually refer to something someone thinks is true without the necessity of any proof. Normally a belief can be true or untrue, but some beliefs can be turned into facts if proof is provided. In short, a belief is only a fact awaiting confirmation. Yeah, this is actually what we learned in philosophy, because I studied like 3 days of philosophy. And this was one of the first sessions where we talked about what is a belief, what is a fact, and so on and so on. Yeah, nothing new here. Nothing new here except this. So yeah, let's go into the flowchart and see where we ended up. Oh yeah. This was unfortunate. This was very unfortunate. So yeah, I'm gonna go here, I guess. Oh yeah, here we have some trust, and there we have some trust. Actually, let's try this puzzle real quick and see what if we can figure out the secret solution. Order by table, pin 2 as you know. Order by table. Tableau. Maybe it's just how the keyboard is sorted. Quad C, but then there's also the problem with the E, with the epsilon, because that is at another level for everyone. U, E, O, P, A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, then there's a Y, but I'm gonna treat it as the Z right now. O. Oh fuck, I messed up the O, didn't I? U, yo, P, yeah. P, S, Epsilon. Yeah. Epsilon. Ist doch Epsilon. In German at least. S, F, K. Then the next is C, B, N. That's secret. Oops. Let's see if this worked. Oh my god! Nice! Yeah, but you speak English. Shit. Heck you. That actually, I gotta write moon though, because that is a problem because of QWERTY and QWERTZ. Yeah, let's just quit here. Because the tab, because I automatically thought about the tab button. Puzzle 9, that is puzzle 9. after the K. Yeah, I just wrote him, but I guess yeah, he can't really. Yeah, oh wait, we need to load in you flowchart in save file. Now do the float. Yeah, let's try get to here. Out of the choices. And now we have to set choices. Oh no, we actually have to. Can I autofill here? No, I can't, I think. Fuck, what is the above one? Ancora went with Luxurian and Superbia, or Ancora with a... Yeah, this is one that was the one, and so we now only need the first trust. Yeah, I'm taking Luxuria Z. Maybe it'll be good. If you all group a bait... Yeah, Luxuria must be like high right now. If you all group up based on who we trust most and decide on who's the most trustworthy one, we can avoid having scuffles later on. It would also save us time. That's so fair for the rest of the others who aren't part of it. It is like condemning them to die. No, that's a receipt for disaster if I've ever seen one. People can do really terrible things when they're backed into a corner. Precisely. That's probably just unfair on the rest, and it will lead nowhere. It will give a few of us a position of power over the rest. Luxurian and Cora looked at the others. Avrizia, Tristia, and Nvidia were all nodding their heads. Gulda didn't seem to truly be sharing their opinion, but all she could give was a slight shrug towards the two, considering she was outnumbered. I think I'm a teacher, so normally I'd talk about Unity too, but I think we should make a group this time. I have a feeling I'd be excluded from it because my situation is different, also my other excuse. Plainly understood. I'm certain this endeavor would serve only to truly and well drive a wedge between all of us personage. She stared at her nails, making no eye contact with anyone, or helmet contact as it were. With no chance of making any additional alliances, and Cora gave up on the idea for now. For now, it's a little too dangerous when everyone is around. Because who are we kidding? Of course there's going to be vote groups sooner or later. Guess that's what. That's that. What about me, Did any of you find any more? Actually, we haven't. Looks good, but only a chorus to know. Yeah, okay, I think we have seen this again. So let's look at the flowchart again. Yeah, this is where we have to enter another choice. Where we have to somehow interpret something. Yeah, prepare to press Tristia first. Just sound a little absent. Is it regarding what Lux said just now? I admit your pondering is now bothering me equally. Gula's sudden intervention surprised and horror since the girl momentarily came back just for this, making a retip wait on her. Prestigia hesitated a little, while the teacher patiently crossed her arms, apparently glaring daggers at the group. No, not really but looks. It's about what me said earlier. Something just doesn't quite add up. What is it? I can't say just yet. It might be something big. One of us is definitely the mastermind, so I'm going to speak about it later, after I'm out of the rooms. If I die before then, VD is the mastermind. What? Sorry, but this isn't but it's just related to what I'm thinking about, nothing personal. This is actually funny because like I posted I was part of a mafia group and I told somebody like I trusted somebody with my role and I had an important role because I was noob. And then like 1 or 2 minutes before the deadline, so basically the end of the night, I posted, if I die, then that person is Mafia, and the Mafia saw that and changed the vote and killed me, and the other person wasn't Mafia, but they were all lynched by the village, and of course the Mafia, and then the Mafia won. God, that was a terrible move by me. I'm pretty sure he's just safeguarding himself from dying because he knows if it came out that Nvidia was the mastermind, he'd be voted next round. It's just insurance. Well, that's your choice, I guess. I can't really tell you to not distrust me given our current situation, but we're also going to be exploring a room together, so we'd better not fight. How interesting. Gula's interest in the topic struck Nkora as odd, once more, but she didn't pursue it. The more she thought about it, the more she figured Gula's words were tinted with sarcasm. Assuming her original interest was due to her being mentioned, why does Gula have such a keen interest in Xeria? A very short, I wonder if that sentence would also appear if we saw the little bickering at the beginning. A very short while later, Avrita and Gula disappeared into the room. The leftover group of 4 went together further down the hall. Nvidia and Tricia would leave for the second group while Nkora and Luxuria fetched Superbia. Well, we're going into have fun with beer. Could tell that. Okay. This is the choice made, I think. Yeah, it should be, exactly. Just one. Yeah, exactly. And this is the press for details. And now we're here at the split again. And every possibility is still open. So yeah, let's go. Ah, this is the first. I want the A key because of a core. I think I like the A key the most. See how the teeth just look like their real key? It's only subtle, the A key. Interesting. I wanted to trade you my A key for your G key, in fact, so that's quite a coincidence, especially since it's an A key like in Nkora. Oh, will you trade it to me? That would be kinda neat. Sure, that's why I brought it up. Nice. Thumbs up. I want this thumbs up mode on the server. That's nice. Nkora shrugged, having no real opinion in the matter. It was then decided that they would trade the keys. The two of them traded keys together. Nkora gave her G key away to Nvidia, while he gave her his A key. I thought it might be fun, that's all. We don't have a lot of time. I guess if you got the key, then you might not have gotten any card. Yeah, Lux and Bia got them, so we split up to look for them now. I wouldn't count on Bia being too useful for that, but I'll help them. And yeah. It was something else. It's interesting because if I would have chosen it as an anagram, I think the Avaritia thing would have increased. But this way nothing increased, I think. But they did. It sounded like the name of a company. What would mid-air avionics have to do with anything? And also I don't recall ever hearing of something like that. Maybe it's just prank. Someone sneaked in here and put this up as a joke. The place hasn't been on complete lockdown for a while, so it's possible it has nothing to do with anything. Well, this is as good a spot as to spy onto other people as it can be. No one's going to stumble into here. Choosing something that won't do anything. Correct. Okay. The real question is who's available for hacking? It was dependent on frequency. Yeah, that's a jackpot. I want to hack NVIDIA. Okay, he's still dead. So the G key is his... No, not the G key. No, yes, the G key probably is his good key. Or the... What is it? H key? B key? I've decided to hack... Yeah, we have hacked Gula, so I want to hack Avarita, I think, because with Superbia and Luxuria, they maybe have the VOD key and I want to get the dead ends first. So yeah, we're hacking Avarita. So let's solve the puzzle. Literally, because we're solving the puzzle. Oh yeah, it's all relative. I know the solution for this one actually. The solution is gleich MC Quadrat ist gleich MC Quadrat ist gleich x ist gleich minus 5. X minus v ist gleich 5 ist gleich e ist gleich mc Quadrat. This should be the solution. Because MC Quadrat, E ist gleich MC Quadrat is the Einstein thing. X minus V, that Roman numerals is 5. 5 is also the fifth letter. E is also the fifth letter of the alphabet, so I think this should be right. Nice. Yeah, I'm cruising, dude. I'm cruising. Processing. Complete. Evaluating frequencies. Connection established. Rise and shine. All we're thinking about Danganronpa. We didn't find anything new, did we? Even though Ira's body is missing. Avrita and Luxurious were together. The two were in the crossroads, but they weren't far from Wing A. Luxuria was looking into an adjacent area containing some lockers, though she wasn't having any success. It still gives me the creeps. Next to them was a wall that was as empty as could be. It was made of large rectangular metallic plates with other bits and pieces of metal shut tight against them. No matter how hard someone banged them, they didn't open. What a shame. I wonder where video went. Well, no point sticking around here. The two of them agreed and left the area to go back into Wing A. They wandered into one side for a few moments before realizing they were going back towards classrooms they had explored. This isn't going to be really useful. I already searched that side. What about the classrooms? They split up looking at each door in turn until they found one that unlocked. Avrita turned the handle and stepped inside, while Xuria waited outside. Why is she not going inside yet? Is she guarding the room? Nothing came of the strange behavior, and instead Avrita left the room and closed the door behind her. In her hand was a me card, clutched alongside her other one. You find one! Now Cora will be fine. Maybe. It would still do well to talk with others about, or additional hour. It's kind of hard to believe he's gone just like that. Yeah, I think I saw Bia going into the other hallway. Fine then, let's go there. Even if I don't especially feel enthused about talking to her. I wonder how that group of her and Luxuria came to be, because they're like a very unique pairing. We haven't seen her yet, I think. The lefty... Whoa, that is a scene change while it's growing. Interesting. They left the first part of Wing A to go back to the crossroads, spying Ghoul and Tristia in the distance, but not once to leave their current goal. Not once to leave the current goal aside, they went back into Wing A. Does that sentence make no sense to anybody else in chat? But not once to leave their current goal site, they went back into Wing A. Is it not wanting to leave their current goal site? Or something like that? The second more spacious hallway this time. Very quickly they ran through Superbia. Oh, hey. At first Superbia tried to act like she didn't see them, but it became more and more impossible as the two of them closed the distance. Have you found anything so far? Superbia was clearly growing frustrated again. No, I didn't find anything, but at least with VD gone, we've got all the time in the world. I guess, but there's no point rejoicing about it. What's the big deal anyway? Look, I want to be nice and whatever, but it's not like a predicament has been weighing down my mind. We're still going to die if we don't vote in the next hour or so, and honestly, the earlier we vote, the better. Do you really want to be nice, or are you just saying that like that? I just wanted to not be mean for those who are gone. What do they care anyway? They're gone. It's not like they're going to walk up to me and slap me. No, but I can do that. And as a teacher? As a student, nobody gives a shit. And here you're the same as everyone else. That means you're expendable, according to Pandora. Expendable? Oh, you guys remember, yeah? Pandora's a leader. Or leader, I should say. Never seen her face. Still give me directives. Hate that. Hate it so much. Hate being told what to do. Because I'm my own girl. You're your own bitch, yes. None of this is any useful. What were you doing before, anyway? Looking around here for a me card? Yes. VD told you before you croaked? He did. How awfully nice of you, but I don't think you're going to find anything here. This is a waste. Luxuria had remained quiet for a while. Avrita was going to ask for her input, but Superbia interrupted her just as she began talking. We should split back up. Good idea for once. We can cover more ground that way. I'll see you two later. Whoa. Time has fucking flown. It's almost like midnight in a half an hour. Yeah, I'll probably do until midnight or 1 a.m., so like half an hour to 1.5 hours, I think. The teacher wandered off, leaving the two girls alone. What an idiot. The teacher went back towards other classrooms, though her search ended up being unsuccessful. They already had found the Mikot anyway. Now she was searching for Cora without a doubt. Without a VD, things are a little bit emptier. We already lost 3 people. No point delaying it. I guess I'll go to the voting machine. There's also no point sticking around here anymore. As she walked away, Superbia came into vision again. She was going in the direction of Ancora's hiding spot. The key was still unlocked, so if we didn't act quickly, the rabbit was going to figure out this door could be opened, and then things would spiral out of control. The simple solution was to just cut the feed for the time being. I'll probably leave it mid anyway. Yeah. You have a good time then, Toaster. I mean, I'm saying that, but you'll only leave in half an hour or something. Also, I'm uploading all the parts on YouTube. I'll post the newest 3 videos in the Let's Play Abime channel on Discord. And yeah, if you do social without the S, I should just make the second command. You also get a link to my YouTube channel where I'll upload the other parts in case you want to see any of my dumbass reactions. Superbia came by Cora after the blonde girl had left the corner in which she'd previously been exploring. Cora, we're getting back up, I think. Did you get your me card? Nice. Whoa, exactly, it's so crazy. Also, if you do !giveaway, you get a link to the giveaway I'm hosting on Twitter, thanks to G-Chan for a key of this game. Okay, Lux is still wanting herself out. Am I still gonna die? Yeah, I'm still gonna die, aren't I? Yeah. Same end. Dumb. I'm gonna have to figure out what to change. That is... Oof, oof, oof. I'll need to get somebody else to a better level and stuff. It's so complicated because you really need to set every single level more. Like if you would see the trust requirements, it would be way easier, but like you really can't here. Yeah, I just got the same thing. I'm gonna try the third path through, and then I'll have to mess around to enter this one and then this one. But let's go into the puzzle 8. Puzzle 8. Secret solution. Ignore the middle and add it by default. What? Yeah, I didn't get this at all. Let's just spend like 5 minutes or 10 minutes here and guess that. Okay, so what I believe is that it's a mathematic thing. So this is a plus. So something plus something equals something, probably minus something. And the x might be a multiplier. So if we pull up the chart of Roman numerals, we have something along the lines of, yeah, E1 is E, V is 5, X is 10, X is 10, L, C, D, and M. LCC is 50, no, 100. C is 100 and M is for 1000. Interesting. So something plus something. I feel like 1000 minus something should be over here. Something times. That should be maybe the 5 times 100, so 500. And M minus C. No, wait, we can't do minus C. We also have this E. And of course the V. 10. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, chat, if you want to help figure out the solution, then you can help me. If you know the solution, just you can give me hints. But if you don't know the solution, you can just straight up go wild and theorize with me, because I feel like the multiplication plus add by default, ignore, and minus, it would fit somehow. I mean, we only need to ignore this one, so these ones still stand. So M is a very huge number, like 1000. Or we should just all see it as the as normal letters, so 3, 5, something along the lines of 22, I think. So let's actually figure that out as well. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, I. Actually, let me just pull up an Excel table. A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Because I like that Noom likes to use that in a lot of his puzzle. S, J, UV, V, X, Y, Z. So okay, so we have C is like 3, D is like 5, M is equals 13 and not ist gleich, V equals 22, and X equals 24. So we have an add by default. Does add by default, like add by default, does it mean we have to add all the letters up by default? So it would be 2 letters, 3 letters, and here we have basically a minus where we have a large number we have to actually get towards. Interesting. 18, 6, 5. We have 2 5s, 1 2. C is 3, so 5, 10. So here we would have 18. X minus 5 would be 19. So if we could add, no, we can't add that. 10. I think we need to add less. 11. That would also not work. 22 minus 5 would be 17. But no, we need to add to minus the x because it's the lowest number. You can't ever go that high. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, I won't get this now. Let's return to this when I have off time, probably off stream, and I'll probably ask somebody for hints on that. But yeah, let's go back. Load another save file. Flow. Let's auto for choice until here. Trust. Prepare to set up for with Luxuria. 99 at Luxuria. Oh boy. Yeah, and here we have to select an anagram. Exactly here our reach increases by 3, which is very interesting. But yeah, here we have to go and probably ask for another key from NVIDIA. Exactly. The G key. I like the G key more. I think it's kind of familiar to you. Oh really? That's a bum. I wanted to trade for it. The A key for your G key. You know? A like Ancora. Well, alright, that's okay by me. I mean, they're just keys and we don't know what they do, so I don't mind. The two of them traded keys together. Ancora gave a G key away. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't change anything because the G key is the thing that opens this apparently. And we give it away no matter what. I've decided to hack Superbia, right? I think so, yeah. Wait, what is this? There's nothing but the helmets. Oh, Superbia has lock. Yep, Superbia lock. Okay, guess I'm gonna hack Avarice's helmet. I can't. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's gonna say I'm gonna hack Avarice's helmet, and then we'll see if we can get another. Yeah, I want to skip this, but I guess I'll just. I think I can leave the menu. Oh yeah. How fun. Please tell me we unlocked something. Nope. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Puzzle 3, there are 2 Eves. I wanna see what the secret solution here is. Just while we're at it. Find it from a super. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, shit. What should we do? We have one here, which is blocked. We have one here, so we need to basically figure out how to get to those. Ah, shit, man. There's also no real help, is there now? Okay, we'll try to get to Abriza 99% and Tristia 99%. Or like Superbia. Yeah, let's just set everything manually. Actually, you know what? We didn't do. Let's just take a new one anyway. Okay, we're gonna try to get... What is the requirement for getting here? Here we need to get era to high with NVIDIA Superbia. Let's go high with NVIDIA. And here we go high with Avaritia. Gula. NVIDIA era or Luxuria? If I go too high with NVIDIA, we're going into the other things. I need to take era here. And here it's also era. Oh, I died. How beautiful. Well, shit. Guess I'm gonna leave this. Superbia. Era. Gula. Era. Era. Okay, I think we need to get this that high. Okay, and here we have... Yeah, here we need to go with Luxuria and Superbia. And here agreed with the rest. And with the rest, yeah, I've reached it. That's what I want. Press Tristitia for details. Is that Tristitia? Yeah, I think so. And here we go with... Pick the I, the G, the key. Nothing changed. Oh, interesting. I can still change that? I didn't knew I could change that. Interesting. I can still change things. Can I also change it in... I allegedly can change... Oh, I didn't knew that. I didn't knew that. Yeah, okay, this is the one choice. Here's Luxuria or here's Avaritia. And here we're gonna either press things or set out with Luxuria. And here we go with Luxuria. And here is the E, the G. This is interesting. This raises it the width. Interesting. Nice! Avaritia 100. I knew it, I knew it. Superbia is everyone? Who did I didn't? Oh yeah, I can't hack Superbia's helmet. And Gula's helmet would... Interesting. It would enable both? Interesting. But yeah, let's hack Avrita's helmet and let's get on with the new path. This is nice puzzling. It sucks that it's a little bit trial and error, but it's still fun. I agree with Lux then. It's what has been decided. Sorry, Lux. You don't have to feel sorry for me. It was my choice. I'd much rather go that way. Even though Ancora couldn't see past Luxuria's helmet, she felt as though the girl was smiling. She wasn't going to die or panicking. She was picking her future. This might be a waste of a word. I guess I still didn't figure out who was the traitor. I need to make that a priority for the next round. The group walked forward. There was no need to talk about it. There was no need to debate or argue. They would put in the word for Luxuria and then move on to the next set of doors as soon as possible. The final set of doors. Past that puzzle door, there are only 3 rooms left, and all the Mii cards are accessible. I'm slightly bored though. I wonder why we only found so few of them. Should have found at least 30 by now. Why do we only have around half that? Isn't how everything was placed. Someone's gone through the school in the minutes before this started. Cutting her thoughts short, and Cora inserted a Mii card into the console. Alongside the others, she readied herself for her vote. This time it wouldn't need a long setup for it. It would just be a vote and then be over. It was a little refreshing for things to be this simple. and Cora wished she could live in her simplicity like that. The barrel of the shotgun in front of her brought her back to reality. Are we all ready? Yeah. By the way, thanks for your sacrifice. We'll figure out the traitor, kill them, and then get out of here. The traitor? We'll figure out the traitor. Is that a slip up because they were actually looking for the mastermind, not for the traitor as we do? Okay, let's just rushing in and saying hi and leaving because I don't want to get spoils. Hello, Ignito the Crystal and Flammed, you're still on your second account. Ella fucking mail. Thank you for coming in and checking into me. Dance to the beat, raise your hands together, jump on the beat forever and forever. This son of God, it is time for prancing. Now we are with caramel dancing. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope the D&D session was fun. I guess you just already left, but yeah, a little bit spoilery. We're far into the game. It's really good, though. It's really good. Okay, let's stop the waterworks. We have to put a vote. This vote to put in. No comments came from anyone else, and soon everything was in place. Super Happy pushed her vote in without hesitation. Next came Luxurious, Gulas, Trestigious, and Avaritius. Last was Cora's vote. I have a bad feeling about this. For some reason, something's just off. I can't rid of the feeling that this time the discussion was cut short. No, it didn't get cut short. It's almost like it didn't happen at all. Everyone just agreed. Hey Cora, your vote is missing. Put it in already. Unable to nod in agreement due to the shotgun, Ancora interrupted her thoughts and pushed in her vote. They switched it with Avaritia, didn't they? The screens above the voting console's yes settled onto Avaritia's symbol. It was clear that was to follow. It was execution. Every shotgun but the victims released their hold, leaving the participants to witness the macabre outcome. It took only a moment for the gunshot to come. It sounded like it had shot Avaritia at point-blank range, but in reality there were no bullets hole in the helmet she wore. Time slowed down until eventually everything froze. Oh, we're getting Avaritia's name! A pig blunder. I remember. This is because we got 99% with her. We're getting her name. This is. I'm pulling up my interesting.txt. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna do serious words again. ... Hello. Who are you? I don't know. Some say my name is Pandora. Hello then, Pandora. I think I'm dead. Are you sure? You don't look dead to me. I can't move. I mean, I can, but it's not a body. What's moving is just my mind. I guess you're dead then, but death is fine too. Yeah, now that you mention it, I guess so. It's kind of hard to make out who's talking. It feels like when you talk, I'm talking too. What does it mean? Maybe you're a part of me now. I remember you. Is that so? What kind of person was I? You were a strong woman. You were a teacher who was also clueless. Even though you wanted to protect people, you also wanted to survive. Unfortunately, it looks like you've been had. Been had? How so? Someone tricked others, I think. I'm not sure right now. One thing's for sure, but death wasn't fair. Life isn't fair either. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily against nature. You're right on that one. Do you remember anything about yourself? I don't remember. I do remember my name, I think. What was your name? Marco? That can't be my name, sorry. I guess I don't know after all. What was your name? You really want to know? I can say, but you'll find it funny. It's not really a woman's name. It's Marco. I know, right? You're silent because you're holding back. No, I'm silent because I'm confused. Why are you confused? Marco wasn't your name. I know what your name was. Your name was Erel Weber. Erel Weber. Erel Weber. That's more familiar. Why did I think Marco was my name? I don't have the answer to this question. But I have to go soon. What's going to happen to me? I don't know. I never died. Then how can you talk to me? I take that silence as you don't know either. Well, I was a teacher, and I was probably bad at it, but I'll say, try to think about it. If it can help you, I'll have fulfilled my job. Thanks. I didn't think I'd get counseling from fading consciousness. Indeed, help comes from the unlikeliest of places. I just hope I won't be judged for my crime. And now we must part. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You've surrendered the right to live. I'll now carry your memory. Thank you. That is interesting. The name doesn't tell anything to me, but yeah. This is not looking good. And Cora came to reality momentarily. Finally, she could see the results of the previous vote plain as day. Avritz's body was on the ground. Much like before, the helmet was the voted one wore explode. The group took great care in not stepping too close to her, since none of them wanted to be caught in the blast. All it did was to char the next one, leaving behind a splatter of disgusting head metal all over the floor. Oh, Hulpsa. The sign alone was nauseating. You voted for looks. Finally, Tristitia spoke. He stared at the small girl from the side, watching her like a hawk. Now that the reality of the situation was settling in, he seemed quite angry. Yes? I don't know what happened. This must be a trick. Pandora's trick. No, that's not possible. When we voted for Ira, he was the one who got busted. Now we vote for you when you want to sacrifice yourself and we kill Ava instead. Wait, maybe there's something wrong with the voting panels. Don't you understand? It's interesting, the blips are so quiet, I think. This was the plan all along. We can't trust anyone here. Somehow that she rigged the machines to make it so voting for her would kill Ava instead. A small flashback came upon Cora. She did remember putting the Mecots inside of the presumed bomb case alongside Luxuria. The girl had also been investigating the consoles at that point in time. Could it be? Was it then that she modified them? I sure didn't see that one coming. Things will get bad now. But Gula also changed her things with Avritzia. So weird. Oh wait, what did she change? Did she change it for Luxuria? I can't even remember. Damn. Did you? No, I didn't. I didn't change the portraits or rig the machines. Some of you are far more dangerous than meets the eye. I'm not going to be had by you twice in a row. Ava was a solid ally, and she might even have had the way to escape the snowball. I'm not sure what he means by that. Probably just a human mistake. No, all that is gone, and you'll be gone too. I knew it. He's a fucking guy. Oh, the Superbia. He was in the room where he learned that Superbia was a mother. Oh, Jesus Christ. Out of nowhere, Tristitia pulled a revolver. With 2 gunshots, Luxuria fell to the ground. The horse-themed boy had gotten her straight through her helmet. That one also suddenly exploded as well, adding to the corpses in the room. The small girl was no more. Trist, why did you... The entire group was staring at the exchange, but nobody except Cora spoke. Everyone seemed far too terrified of what the prospects of having a gun pointed at them implied. Even Superbia remained silent for one. She's a threat. I'll remove every threat. First it's looks, then it's the murderer, Superbia, and finally I'll kill the mastermind. Didn't he just say he thought Ava had the way out? If he's saying he's going to kill the mastermind, though this may not be good news. Just gotta be ready to react appropriately if he knows somehow. So then, the murderer. Bia, do you have anything to say for yourself? Murderer? What do you even mean? Don't play coy. Ever since Ira mentioned being an accomplice, how you both wandered around together like that, I've been suspecting it. You're a cold woman, Bia. But this is where your killings end. Wait, let me talk at least. Tristia waited for a moment. Superbia has slowly gathering herself for what she had to explain. Just as it seemed like she was going to talk, she instead lunged at him. Everything happened very quickly. As soon as she landed over him, he shot her square in the heart. The bullet went so fast it pierced through her entire body and came out of the back to lodge itself into one of the metallic plates of the far wall. Then he shoved her off his own body. The entire fight would have been comical if it didn't have drastic outcomes. After Tristia stood back up, he executed her with a shot through her helmet. Why not? Why does the 1, 2, 3, 4, that was 4 shots enough? I think there were 5 bullets, I'm not sure. But why didn't the shot in the heart already kill her? Once again, it exploded, leaving yet another splooge of red carnage onto the ground. Superbia, just like Luxuria, lay dead right next to the consoles. She's the reason why we're all here. We're here to expiate our sins. That's the entire ideology behind naming us these things. You're still killing them all. What sense does it make, really? She was a murderer. Do you know who she killed? She killed that kid. That kid in the report of the school. Gula remained silent at those words. Instead, she brought her stare down at Superbia's dead body, watching it from afar. While she was thinking, Tristitia's attention was brought to Cora. This is it then, we're finished. We have 3 survivors and 6 have been executed. Now open the way out, or you will die. Huh? So he does suspect something. That's very bad news. The way out? I know what you mean. She swallowed, frightened by the circumstances. None of this has had been possible to see coming before. I'm not the mastermind. I don't want to die. No one fits the bill. He began walking around while talking. While he was doing so, Cora was speed-thinking a way out of this predicament, but nothing was coming to her. No one fits the bill. Not a single one of us could be the mastermind. But we all have sins. We all have an involvement in this larger picture. Superbia is the murderer, but that was just the catalyst. Everyone has an involvement, except you. I have no idea what your crime is. I don't know your name, and I don't even know what you look like, little girl. I don't even think you could organize all this, but I'm out of leads. By process of elimination, you're the only one who could be the mastermind behind all this. Gula remained silent on the sidelines. She had the forethought of not saying a word to abbreviate the situation for herself. That's cool and all, but there's gotta be a way out of this situation. I'm not the mastermind. Only you could be the mastermind. I don't know how, but you are. Now open the goddamn door, so you're next. And Cora's hands balled up in fists. She couldn't hold it back anymore. Her own rage was growing too fiercely. I'm no goddamn mastermind. I'm just a girl, step like everyone else here. Are you going to kill me for that? I will, because if I don't, then the mastermind might still be alive. Suddenly, Tristitia fell down and a loud metallic noise rang out as a result of the collision from his body and the helmet onto the floor. What the hell? Ula, stop! And Cora took the chance. She booked it. She ran down the stairs with gunshots fired. That was the fifth one. There was only one more bullet in the 6 Chambers revolvers. Wait, did Ula, like, body slam him to the ground? If you could only shoot Gula or waste a shot. But Ancora fell when chase didn't last very long. Tristitia caught up to her after she reached the intersection. Having forgotten the door wasn't open yet, she ran towards it in the puzzle bed. That was when he caught up to her. And that was when he shot her. I really thought we were going somewhere with this. I guess it was inevitable when all heck breaks loose like this. I love how it's just heck. All heck breaks loose like this. Still, I can't go yet. I think there's more to do, but do I have a choice? I suppose I don't, unless a miracle happens. Miracle, I think this is a lock. I think this is a lock. But the box remains shut. Oh boy. Oh, it's midnight already. Damn. So we've been streaming for like, yeah, basically 2 hours. I think I'm gonna go for an hour though. Yeah, that sounds... I'm in the mood, and like we only solved like 2 puzzles. And I want some more puzzles for the puzzle guide, or oh no. Well then, have fun. Ah, you wanted me to end? Well, if you're really back, then trust in video. Alright, game. Now you can continue. But yeah, I'll probably have it uploaded by tomorrow. I guess I have to... Oh, there... Interesting. So we have to get NVIDIA here. Something open up here. But yeah, we have to trust NVIDIA here. Also, Toaster, isn't this the section that was modified? Let's go with Luxurium. Yes, and it's probably, yeah, I mean, after, probably also a hidden lock somewhere here. NVIDIA. Nope, that was the awfully wrong one. Oh, that is... Oh, we still have locked choices. I think this is gonna actually prolong here tomorrow. I should maybe play this little section and play out the choices here. Yeah, let's actually just do that, honestly. Took superb bitch disagree. Oh yeah, okay, took superb side. Trust your turn to look. Hey Cora, look, stay out of this. I appreciate your input, but she's been like this for 5 minutes at least now, and we don't have the time. The clock showed 2 hours and 10 minutes have got by. With the puzzle, but yeah, good night, Toaster. I'll see you around probably tomorrow if you maybe want to join us the stream. I'll be streaming some demos for the Ludonaracon tomorrow, and also maybe some birthday code at the end. But yeah, with the puzzle rooms to solve, that would be around 2 hours and 50 minutes, leaving only 10 minutes to decide on who will be voted out next. The logic didn't elude Cora. Okay, well in that case, how about this? Lux and I want to look at the machine a little more, but we'll be quick. We'll take B with us, okay? I can take what she will dish. The girl's proposition went rather flawlessly. The entire group was glad to not have to deal with Superbia anymore, so they didn't have any issues pawning her off to Cora. Only Ira didn't change his stance for a few moments before he reluctantly agreed to it. Very well then, I'll be going with Ira and Ulla will be going with Ava. Are you certain of this? This seems moderately unbalanced. I'm afraid I cannot accept a mere thoughtless endeavor. No, it's not unbalanced. You and Ava are smart, but I think I'm able to piece things better. Blah blah blah. Yeah, come. We'll go have to look at what luxury you want us to check. I really think this game would profit of a skip all unread skip all red text feature. Joining back with Luxury, the two girls noticed that the smaller one had been in the process of examining the machinery. At the 9th station, the one that belonged to the person who had... I think we can do something here. She pointed at the mechanism behind. The shotgun had been propped up and was held by a tall pillar to match the console, which one could open by applying pressure onto the inside panel, not visible from afar. What does it all mean? I don't know, but it opens. Nankura knelt beside and took along inside. There was machinery, cogs, and belt. I think we read this text. Looked at the gun. What's up with the gun? Found anything special? No, nothing. She reached for the gun before Superbia could do it, lifting it up and off the slot. As she did so, Superbia took a step back. Looking surprised enough, her body reacted instantly. Hey, what are you doing with this? I'm just looking at it. She flipped the gun over, trying to figure out how to open it. After doing so, she confirmed that to Superbia the shotgun had no shells. Luxuria arrived at the moment, noticing the fact too before Ankura put the gun back what it was. See, they're not loaded. I didn't feel too reassuring, but Ancora didn't feel like she had to explain herself any further. She was actually eager to move from the voting stand, since the boxes could be opened if the person in question died. The last thing I want is for anyone else to grab one of these shotguns, even if they're unloaded. Ah, this is the question of who to shoot. Gula. I'd probably go for Gula. Her speech is far too distinguished not to be a sign of her involvement. Those words caused a moment's silence between the girls. It was as if the two others were considering it, until Superbia shrugged as if it didn't matter her. But you're right either way. Regardless of who you'd shoot, the guns are unloaded. Let's just get a move on. Interesting. Oh, everything is so interesting. I think we have gotten both choices here. Oh yeah, the trust changing value doesn't matter. Core didn't exactly in here. Yeah, okay, so let's load. Let's just erase the save. Let's go to the flowchart again. Autofill choices, and now we go again. Pitched out Superbia. What the hell is going on here? Are you guys fighting at this time? Yeah, seriously, you should hold off. You don't have the time for this kind of thing. Shut up, idiot. Don't get caught up onto this or you're going to eat the back of my hand. No, really do not have time, so you have to settle for now. Bitch at us after we're free from this hellholes. Blah blah blah. Even Superbia understood what Ancora meant after a while, and she relented, making a movement of the hand as if to dismiss the entire conversation altogether. Okay, thanks. I think you're best coming with the looks of me. Whatever, I don't care. Guess I'll tag along. The girl's proposition went rather flawlessly. The entire group was glad to not have to deal with Superbia anymore, so they didn't have any issues pawning her off to Ancora. Only Ira didn't change his stance for a few moments before he reluctantly agreed to it. Very well then, I'll be going with Ira and Ulo will be going with Ava. Are you certain of this? The teams seem moderately unbalanced. I'm afraid I cannot accept. Blah blah blah. Looked at the gun. And then the third one is... yeah, here we have to see... Tristia, he's a little... so Ira. Maybe Ira is the headstrong type, right? I don't know if I can trust him to do something smart later. He's got the brawn, but without the brain it might go bad for us. I guess that makes sense, but you don't have to talk as if he doesn't have his uses. The girl flick... oh yeah, Gula is the bad one for her. Because they love them. And here, Ira is the bad one for me. So is Tristan the bad one for me? The wrist and slide on. Imagine here got a tiny rise out of her, huh? But you're right, either way. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is where it all repeats now. I think, at least. Yeah, this is all the trust choices we had here. I don't even know why they did this. Like, this is just... it apparently leads to nowhere, but I just wanted to do it. But yeah, I think we need to get one less in Ira, and then here go full out simping on Ira. On NVIDIA, I'm sorry. So yeah, let's delete this file as well. And the flow. So yeah, let's go with NVIDIA. Ira, Justitia, or Avaritia. Let's go with Justitia, Empora, Gula. Help Ira. Hack Ira. What? Okay. Did we... here did we miss the Ira. We have to get Ira to 99. Otherwise this won't... yeah, Ira must be 99 for this route. I should probably write that down somewhere. Yeah, let's go here. Actually, let's go here. Does that? No, this doesn't have any other trust value changes. This is Avaritia and this is Luxuria. Let's go with Avaritia. This is Prostrastitia. And here I want the G key. It's likely an anagram, and I want to hack. I have a unlock. Gula. Superbia. Okay, so apparently I have an unlock because I trust NVIDIA enough. Oh, NVIDIA isn't actually dead, is it? I knew it. I fucking knew it. NVIDIA's probably past the door so we can go. Yeah, let's skip until she flees. I think there's no, but I do have a choice. I suppose I don't, unless a miracle happens. But the book? What? But I got the key. The fuck? Game what? Huh? Did I do something wrong, Chad? What? Wait, what? 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 See the note from NVIDIA. This is easy with the directive. Come back later. Guilty son. Wait, didn't NVIDIA tell me? I'm so confused as well. I think we're hacking another helmet right now, and this confirms that. Don't worry, upperclass, you can lurk all you want. I love to talk with you, but I get it. So NVIDIA said something in the route where he died, didn't he? Did I make a note of that? But I think this confirms that we're only looking through Ancora's helmet and are not Ancora's ourselves. Because apparently, but like, we always get a puzzle when we hack another helmet. And I think we're hacking NVIDIA's helmet here right now. Tristia, Epiphany Mezzanine. Reference. Tristia has a gun. No, those are meme shit. And for God, why do you exist? Hack order by table. That was the Gula hack, order by table, when we unlocked that. And he talked with Ancora about stuff before to you. Said something about having received orders. Exactly. And he talked with Ancora about stuff before too. He didn't actually. We didn't get the We didn't get like this death sequence, you know. This is so interesting. Puzzle 10. See the notes from. This is the one where NVIDIA sacrificed himself, right? Let's select another thing and replay that part, just so I know if I didn't miss something. For NVIDIA's death. Exactly. Order for choices, please. And let's go and let's see if he says something. Ancora was gathering her thoughts. Hey Vidi, you know this game called Werewolf? Yeah, the one you showed us the NVIDIA one. Huh? Yeah, what about it? Guilty Son. Guilty Son. That is an anagram for something. Cases just vote for me and don't look back. If I die, everything falls apart. I'm going to say everyone there. Everyone there. Does this everyone there? Maybe that? What for the wolf? Seven people are waiting for this to happen. I don't think that he means us. Coming to think of it, how many people were in the Hades code? I think that's also 7. You shouldn't vote. And Cora, remember what I told you, and don't forget it. Wait, what did you tell me earlier? Not being able to trust or something like that, was it? Or being there? No! What did he tell me? Is it in this panel then? Like he talks to me before the vote? Maybe we're still not supposed to. Maybe, but like I don't know where to go in the flowchart next. Because they're faster to. Video is really defending me. I mean, I haven't looked at it too closely. I guess you could be right. We need to do some still. Yes, and I think they were locked behind other locks. So let's do this part and try the puzzle again. Like, I have the everyone there, and I think there was a Y. And Guilty Son could be? There's no E. Thank you so much. Maybe something with the keys to get to the bottom root of the top branch? The bottom root. See the note from NVIDIA. Which one do you mean? Like, oh, this one. The thing is, I don't know. I guess I can probably around, but I feel like one of them is already always locked behind this one. So, for example, this one is here, or here, I guess, locked, and here we also have this lock. So, yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll load a new file, and we're gonna try to figure it out. So, one NVIDIA. We need to Luxuria, Era, and Era because we need to go up here. I thought the beginning lock would be the one that locks the NVIDIA puzzle one. Luxuria. Okay, so this one, Luxuria, this is Avarita. Let's do Luxuria higher. Press the street here, prepare to set up. Okay, Luxuria is at the highest here. The I, the J. It's likely an anagram. Hex Superbius, no. Avaritia's helmet. Gula's helmet. E, G, no. This is where we agree with the rest because Avaritia is highest. Is it possible to max somebody else? Like, we have at the bottom root and top branch, I'm guessing something else. So this one is something else, you think? Like, there's a Superbia thing. We can also try to get into this one, but I think this is also blocked from this one. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck. The flowchart is really a puzzle, honestly. I mean, we have achieved max with Superbia, but that doesn't work, obviously. This is Superbia, I think. This is Luxuria. This is Tristia. Maybe let's do Tristia. The wall that was talking. Yeah, that's also what I wonder. But the wall was a little bit patched. This doesn't make sense. Well, you know what I wonder? If changing a value... No, okay, that would definitely... Or would it? Wait, let's look at this. Okay, no, yeah, it definitely... There's no meta way to go with this. I'm gonna try to max out Tristia somehow. I don't think it will be possible, but... Wait, I thought this was Gula. Yeah, this is Gula. Weird. Okay, weird. Select an anagram. Okay, let's try to go for Max and Gula, actually. Here, isn't there a talk to Gula? We got it. I think we got it. The thing is, what does it mean when both light up? I don't know. Maybe we need to get Gula. Yeah, exactly. So I got Gula at 99. But what does it mean that we also have a second thing lit up here? Oh, same thoughts. I mean, I guess I can just go here and see what happens because two paths are lit up. What does that mean? Is it just like a 50-50 chance? Or like what? Or does it mean I have to make a choice here? Yeah, it changed. I have no idea why both lit up, but that's why you should get for the vote. Just vote for me, yeah? Just let's vote, yeah? No, it's wrong. This is all done what works. Well, change your right. They need to be convinced of the fact. Why do we know that? We didn't hack. Wait, we hacked Gula's helmet. And Gula did that, so that's why I know it. Oh, I have no idea why, but I feel like this is incorrect. But I'm willing to go. That is correct. Unless you wait, did it change? What was that here before? Yeah, they said they would either vote for Gula, yes, or they vote for Superbia. Superbia would kill me, and voting for Luxury would kill Avrizia. But this is where we know that Gula changed the icons. So yeah, this was just us being dumb. No, look, it's not the same. We can't vote for Luxury now. I concur, Bia. You've been the biggest pain in the ass since the start, and with what Ira told us, you don't exactly look like an angel. In fact, due to his involvement, I think you're more than just a prissy bunny girl. I think you're a decent candidate for the mastermind behind all this. No fucking way. I'm not voting for myself. You're out of your goddamn mind. Hugo was your accomplice. He felt guilty, so he sacrificed himself to atone. The only people rich enough to do everything we've seen here. All these replicated rooms and the lockdown of the school. That's you, Superbia. You're the mastermind, aren't you? No, wait, that's not me. It can't be me. I'm not rich. The words caught Tristy by surprise. My parents are rich, but I ain't touching a single bit of that goddamn money until they pass away, and as far as I remember, they're very well alive and healthy. Yeah, they're dead. I can't have made this whole shit here. I'm not any wealthier than anybody else. I very much doubt that statement. That's not what I meant anyway, but it's good that those doubts were dispelled. What I meant was, look at the consoles. Approaching the consoles, the other looked upon them and the portraits on the buttons. After a few moments of consideration, to humor and chorus, Superbia shrugged nonchalantly. What's so different? She's right. Something's off, I think. Gula made an exaggerated motion with her hand to catch everyone's attention. There is nothing different. You're all being misled by this little girl. I think she wants to buy some time for herself for some reason, so don't let her cloud her judgment. Yeah, Gula, it was so obvious that you changed the cards. Wait a second. We can at least take a minute to hear what Tristitia has to say. We have plenty of time this session, so we should make use of it to its fullest. And Gula's speech has reverted to less flowery words, huh? I think she does that when she gets stressed out, which means she's walking on a tightrope. I think some portraits were switched now that I have a proper look at them. I'm not sure, though. It could be the misinformation effect. Maybe I only started seeing it after Ancora mentioned it. I'm so convinced that this is a lexicon article. The ones that were switched were, I think, they're Bias and Chorus. Huh? What does that mean, Cora? Explain yourself right now. You wanted to get me to vote it out by having people want to vote you. Is that it? No, I wouldn't do that. I would have changed them and bring attention to it. Does anybody remember what the layout looked like? What do you mean by that? If two portraits were switched, maybe they weren't the only ones. Is there a portrait that's in a different spot on every console now? I don't think so. Further examination showed that all of the consoles indeed had their portraits in the same spot. So it's not an attempt at manipulating a group to vote for someone, while the other one would vote for someone else, and all votes would end up pointing to the same person. No, wait, no, something isn't adding up. There's more than that was switched. I'm utterly convinced. I don't know why, but I'm convinced of that. Wait, I would guess the misinformation effect would be one of those the whole thing someone would start talking about it then. No, we can't have that because this is a cool thing where someone was deceiving, so we can't just put philosophy into that. Like all kinds of effects in every. Yeah, this is actually called the annoyance effect. The annoyance effect is a philosophical concept where if you don't study philosophy and someone mentions philosophy, you're getting the hell annoyed. I know that because I have a friend who studies philosophy. And he's acting like he's the first person to study philosophy. and it's so bad. Yeah. There's more than a switch. I'm utterly convinced. I don't know why, but I'm convinced of that. It's because I saw it, of course. It's going to be very hard to get them to buy it, I'm aware. And also before that, all young Ira died. I had this weird vision too. I was talking to him and he... No wait, I wasn't talking to him. It was like I was someone else talking to him. I don't know why I have these... Okay, so now she knows of that vision that she was completely freaky about in the bottom route. I don't know why I have these visions. I remember the consoles, the portraits being switched. 3 others were switched too. Which one? Which ones? You aren't making any sense. What in God's name? She remembers something from another timeline, because that wasn't a vision, that was... She's remembered the bottom route. Who needs us to study philosophy anyway, when games like Hask and BMAC give us a plethora of philosophical things anyway? Exactly, and like, what is it called? Zero Escape and stuff. Like, there was a Q&A question that is literally that literally said something along the lines of, there are so many other philosophical concepts to explore, like X, Y, Z, and so like they listed just like 10 philosophical concepts and was like, hey, why didn't you put them in the game? It was so fucking funny. Like, please just shove more philosophical concepts into this game. Ah. What I want to say. Also, does anybody want to take any bets um if what is it called Schrodinger's cat is gonna get mentioned in Birth Me Code? Because I'm not sure actually. What in God's name are you talking about? Vision this, vision that, portraits being switched. That is fucking insane. Even more, yes. Um, the rest of the group watched a little uneasy about the exchange. I don't think mine was changed anyway, so just vote for me. I'm okay with it. Do we hear this, Cora? Looks is willing to go instead of you, despite the fact you're clearly off your rocker. Off your rocker? Let's vote for looks then. Cora, I'm sorry to say that, but you're being very. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you. Better than her than me. Yeah, but if you're voting for looks, then Ava's gonna die, and if you're voting for Superbia, then I'm gonna die. So I hope we just vote for Gula. It's gonna be Schrodinger's box instead, so yes. Oh, true, the box in the beginning. Some have this theory that apparently God is in there, and God will only witness the one end where the box is opened, so that is the only reality that is true. We could also vote for beer, you know? What? It's also a valid option. You've been a serious pain this whole time, mastermind or not. No, the ones they have to vote for is Gula. Avritia for Luxuria. But I think it's gonna be Gula. Just to get her. I think we should vote for neither of those. We should vote for Ula instead. Why? Is there any particular reason behind that accusation? As much as she tried coming up with something, Cora just couldn't explain the sudden change in opinion. After a few moments, it was instead convened the group would be voting for Luxuria. This is why both paths were there. Oh, why do we get a choice to give anyone now instead of just a profile pic? That's kind of interesting. Well, I mean, we're proposing to kill people and vote for somebody and not necessarily on the thing. Like, that's... Like, the thing on, like, the profile picture thing is just your own vote, and this is just proposing it to everyone. But I think I clicked on the wrong thing. I should have probably clicked on Evritia or myself. But am I okay with this? Will Luxuria die by the vote? No, we can't vote for Lux. Lux has been the nicest girl so far. Instead, we should just... Yeah, I that's why both routes were lit up. I just locked myself into the route where I die. Yeah, see? This one is things. So I need to go here again. No, I can't actually. Yikes, I need to erase this one. Can I actually autofill into here? Gula's helmet. We need to get Gula higher. 66. Trust certificate details. Trust 1. Agree with the rest. Here we have to also do some fine-tuning here and talk to Gula first. Oh, okay, wait, never mind, everything reset. We have to autofill into here, and then we have to go back, Gula's helmet, and here talk to Gula, and then go through all the choices. Press Tricia, exactly, and now we can hear, after we have got that, now we gonna go and, okay, we shouldn't go for Gula. Should we vote for me? Or should we ask to vote for Ava? I think we need to say we don't vote for me. Because then we will kill Superbia. Or maybe we can vote for me. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? Just ignore that I was making a joke, that's all. Sure, whatever, you're already it's not that fuck. I screwed that up. And now I have to fill out the entire flowchart again. God, this sucks. Erase save. I'm so glad I won't click on full reset. Order for choices. Approach Gula. Press Tristia. Hack Gula's helmet. Let's go. Okay, yeah, I also thought of Korra, apparently not. So if it's not in Korra, obviously not Luxuria. Gura didn't work. Superbia would kill me. I think it's Ava. I think we need to vote for Ava. That's gonna be the solution. No, understand now. Go back towards a random console, bring your finger to run along the portraits while pensive. Let's stop humoring her. Wait, if you vote for anyone, you'll kill an innocent. Well, okay, maybe you're not for an innocent in the grand scheme of things, but you won't vote for the person you want dead. I know what's been switched now. All eyes were riveted on Korra. The others who had been, yes, this is the right one. In the worst case, we only had to fill in 5 more times than yes. It's just, okay, never mind. All eyes were riveted on Korra. The others who had been in a hurry to vote before were now considering who was, given their national curiosity being piqued. The only one who wasn't interested to hear any of it was Gula. This is clearly a waste of time. It is not. It is a waste of time for you, yes, because you're the one who's got it all messed up. You're the one who changed the portraits. If everyone votes for her looks right now, Ava will die. The portraits were changed twice, in fact. I get it now. BS and mine were switched, and whoever did it also switched looks in Ava's portraits. It's a trial of switching. I don't know who switched the others, but I know 2 portraits that were your Ava's and yours. I think we shouldn't tolerate this. We have to vote for Ava. Evaritzia shuddered, slightly uncertain. Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? I don't especially feel at peace to vote for myself, you know. If you don't, you'll die. Yo, what? A sudden resonating hit smashed into the side of Korra's helmet, which sent her to the ground. The vision faded, and all she could hear now was screaming. Yo. I did not do any of this. Do you think you can get away with manipulating me? That is not good, Ula. You can't do that kind of thing. You're taking her word of mine. What is this world coming to? She had visions. She's seen this, seen that, and she's got no proof at all. You think that's fine? Do you think that's fine, huh? Shut up, everyone. Ula, when you get stressed, you start talking strangely. Am not. Yes, you are. I've noticed it already. Maybe others aren't this specific. perceptive, but you're hiding something. Not only that, but I know what Cora is talking about. I've noticed it earlier. You were fiddling with the consoles as we talked, weren't you? I didn't put much mind to it before, but now it's clear. And Cora knew this too. We should vote for Eivor. Slowly, Cora's vision was coming back. Next to her was Luxuria, who was checking onto her. Near her was Gula, who was being held by Superbia and Avrizia. The hit probably came for her, knocked me right off. Ugh. The reverberations that happened in his helmet when you get hit is really awful. Right? It's fucking hell. She knew that because she bumped her ear there. Anyway, bring her to the console and let's vote for Eivor. Remember, vote for Eva. No, I'm not dying because of this. I have to get out of here. So sorry, Ula. The two girls yanked Yeet Gula over to her console and positioned themselves to their own afterwards. Luxuria, Tristia, and Akora all took place at their own consoles too, ready to vote. Let's go, for Eivor then. The group all voted almost in unison. Gula thrashed and screamed, but she couldn't get out of the hold. By the time the limit was almost up, Gula smashed her fist onto the console on a random portrait. And Cora also put in her vote. The screens above the voting console settled onto Gula's symbol. It was clear that it was her followed. It was her execution. Every shotgun, but the victims released their hold, leaving the participants to witness the macabre outcome. Oh, we're gonna go learn Gula's name, and we know already Gula's name is Lula's was something. I actually forgot it. But this is interesting. It took only a moment for the gunshot to come. It sounded like it had shot Gula at point-blank range, but in reality, there were no bullet holes in the helmet shield. This is such a standard sentence. So nice because it's always so... like there's a pattern to it, you know? Time slowed down. Eventually, everything froze. Kyle's tipping point, achievement got. Hello. Please enunciate your designation. I don't know. Some say my name is Medora. That is a strange name, but greetings nonetheless. I believe I am deceased. Are you sure? You don't look dead to me. I cannot move, and it seems as though I am floating. Yet it is also strangely peaceful. I guess you're that then, but death is fine too. Is that a recording, I wonder, because the sentences are exactly the same all the time, every time. Ah, that may be true, now that you mention it. It's kind of hard to make out who's talking. It feels like when you talk, I'm talking too. What is the meaning of it all? Maybe you're a part of me now, because I remember you. Is that so? What kind of person was I? You were a duplicitous cow in every sense of the word. But you also were someone who was manipulated too. Maybe it wasn't your fault you ended up that way. That is quite interesting, to say the least. You also held a grudge. Before your death, you were carrying that burden. You and your father, you were close, weren't you? The others split you up. Her father was the principal, maybe? It was a cozy life before his departure. A father. You had everything you wanted, then it all went away. All you had after he was sentenced to serve prison was your own room. She's the daughter of the father. You like tinkering with machines, don't you? Yes, that is correct. It was one of my favorite pastimes. After you lost everything, you took comfort in it. You wanted to understand why people took him away from you. Humans are like machines, aren't they? That is possible, but it didn't help you, and instead, you sought revenge. And that is why you made bombs. Right, I made bombs, I constructed them. It is becoming clear to me now, the school. I destroyed it. You wanted to get the real culprits. Your father did nothing wrong. He was not behind any crime, yet others found evidence of it. Why is that? I am not certain, and I suppose I no longer care about it. Are you sure? I have answers if you have questions. That is tempting, to finally know the truth, to find closure from that hell. We don't have too much more time, so make up your mind. If that is the case, then perhaps it is better as a mystery. At least tell me, was I wrong? No, someone else definitely forged the evidence. Your father really was innocent. Someone else did the murder. Superbia. I see. At least that allows me to rest. By the way, I haven't thought about it, but... what was my name? What do you believe it was? I have this little chime that says Marco. But I'm a girl, and that is impossible, isn't it? Your name isn't Marco, it's Lucille. You're Lucille Boisjoli. Yeah, that is that is true. This is interesting. Could we have gotten this without the other path? Like, could have we gotten this path without the other path and only learned the name of Lucille here? How interesting. Very well. Is it time for my departure? It is. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You've surrendered your right to live. I'll now carry your memory. Thank you. My accent for Gula is really sometimes off, sometimes on. The room came back into view after that vision, which had taken only but a split moment to play out. Back to her senses now. Let's see the aftermath of the earlier altercation. Ancora, much like everyone else, stood sullen as the dead body graced the room. It was perhaps 20 past the hour mark, but Ancora couldn't see it. The girl's side was completely filled with nothing but the fuming remains of what was once Gula, the cow-themed girl. Where her head was instead a charred mark, joining the others a little further away, Ira's mark. Her head was already exploded by the time Ancora realized what happened. She so hated having deaths like these. But this one, it seems very possible it might have been the traitor. This time the silence lasted longer. They were down to 5 people, still far from enough Mikas to escape this place alive. No traces of Nvidia's body either. The group seemed to be at a loss, but the way forward through the puzzle door was now open. I am gonna go to the toilet again. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't leave. But yeah, this is also very interesting. Like, Gula seems so... She betrayed Pandora. Like, Pandora was betrayed, but is that really... Is that really the how to put it? So, Gula blew up the bomb. Blew up the school. But is that the betrayal? I doubt we could know her name without a hint. Isn't one of the things gaining trust to have that be known? I don't think so, because it's in another path. At least we can look at the flowchart. Please remind me in like 5 minutes after we get an ending again. But yeah, we can look in the flowchart, but I don't think so. I am back. This time the silence lasted longer. They were down to 5 people, still far from enough me cards to keep this place alive. No traces of Nvidia's body either. The group seemed to be at a loss, but their way forward through the puzzle door was now open. Did we get the mastermind? I know this is the question everyone asks themselves when this happens, right? I don't know. What I think is that we didn't. Ula was manipulated into doing what she was doing. If the portraits was changed in a triangle as we suspected, which voting for Ava proved, then someone else changed two other portraits. He grabbed Luxury by the arm and pulled her against him. Next came the click of a revolver adjusting itself against her temple. The small girl froze up, and Cora, Superbia, and Amrita all stared, slightly dumbfounded. Oof! This is the mastermind. The other portraits that were switched in the trial were Ava's and Love's. No, it's not me. I'm not the mastermind. I'm not Pandora. Listen, the others do. Bia and Cora's portraits were switched too. That's also true. No one dared to move as Tristia contemplated the issue on the new angle. Finally, he released the girl and threw her away, then put the gun back in his pocket. Fine then, it's not conclusive, but the moment I know who the mastermind is. He gave a tap of his hose against his pocket, making clear that all wasn't just for show. Where did you get that anyway? Yeah, this is, you don't just pull a revolver on somebody and then just, put it away and be like, yeah, never mind. I know, never mind, no, doesn't matter. Like, no, you just don't do that. I also just noticed we got a new title. Meningus. This is like the meme, haha, I will kill you. Just kidding, unless... do you really think nobody was yeah, exactly, that's why I also think... Because, like, this was only, like, 3 things long. So I think, they're gonna attack him and then he's gonna kill everybody again, like... As, like, 5 other endings. Had to blow my nose there real quick, sorry. So the meninges refers to the membranous coverings of the brain and spinal cord. There are 3 layers of meninges known as the dura mater, arachnoid mater, and pia mater. These coverings have 2 major functions: provide a supportive framework for the cerebral and cranial vasculature. The fuck does that mean? Where did you get that anyway? I found it in the room I explored last, and it's staying with me. I can't trust anyone here, not entirely anyway. Right, that reminds me of other things to share. No one dared to interrupt him now that he had the gun and made it known. Something weird is going on here, specifically about me. Do you remember what she said after Ira died, but before we solved the puzzle? And Cora thought about it, forcing herself to remember the final lines that she said to them back then. I don't know what it means. Oh wait, God, Tristan really makes me reminiscent of Agnes with how often he pulls the gun out. Yeah, exactly. And what do you mean you have no idea what it means? The whole meningus thing? Yeah, it's just some... I think it's basically something that protects the head. Like a membrane structure or something. And Cora thought about it for your blubber. Please remember that once you enter a room, you will also only have 39 minutes before you surrender your life. Live times of the essence, and will stop taking from you now. From now on, I will only appear to give you each room's subject as you enter them. I wish all 7 of you good luck, and don't forget, all 7. So one of them is the mastermind. I'll see you later. He said 7, even if all accounts we should have been 8. That's actually interesting. Those mentions are recorded, they're spoken in real time, and I can only assume this means that the mastermind among us is someone who's been proficient at retaining the speech without getting flustered. So, it was Ula? No, it wasn't. She loses her speech as soon as she gets flustered or embarrassed. Therefore, the cow cannot be the culprit. I didn't hear any stuttering, so the line is also out. So far, we've got 2 innocents killed. Well, innocent of being Pandora, at least. That's actually interesting. Truly 7. Because, like, it makes sense if we all started by 8, but the 9th player shouldn't have died, unless the 9th player should have died. So either that brings us to the conclusion that those aren't recorded and they're live streamed somehow, or that it's an actual AI, Or B, that the ninth player was always supposed to die. Really smart. He's probably going to live to the end, but it's also definitely someone I'd want to get rid of as soon as possible, as much as it can help. Which means Pandora's either VD, who left under pretense of being dead since we didn't find any body, or they are still alive and among us. I wonder. Oof, yeah. Everyone we get to 99% basically dies, man. This is rough. Sorry, I had to blow my nose again. Somehow this is leaking, man. So weird. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Well, the mastermind thought it was more interesting to actually be in the group. I doubt they'd just up and leave if that's the case, so I'm willing to currently rule out VD. I'm not ruling out the possibility of them being in a room somewhere, though. For the purpose of this one, there are cameras in the crossroads and they could have spied on us, maybe. Anyway, I have other questions too. He walked forward, specifically stepping towards Ancora until the two of them were talking face to face, so to say. How did you know Ula changed the portraits? I have no idea. I just sort of knew. It's like the information reached me from elsewhere. I didn't know, and then in the next moment it came to me. So, like an epiphany, then? Maybe. Or are you just making the face that he sees? Like, imagine just two of them being face to face with these masks. It is so. Like, that would have been a scene if Moon had more. Um, if Moon had more money for CG art or something, that would have been a great CG art. Maybe. This is looking like a death sentence so far. Let's hope there is a way out. Nope, I don't think there is. It's gonna be fun. Whole just exactly. I don't think. I'm thinking Horus gets shot, and then we get a password for one of the other stuff. Like, oh, I know, but Gula Hack, or something, or I think Superbia Hack, probably. I think there are probably for the bottom route though. I think there are two ways that might explain why you know. The first one is that you can spy on people by using cameras. This would make you the mastermind. However, it doesn't make any sense because you tried to tell us about the change in portraits. You wouldn't give yourself away like that. Yeah. I don't see the point in switching the victim of the vote unless it was you, and it didn't seem like it was going that way. Not to mention, to begin with, there are no cameras anywhere as far as I can see except the crossroads. I mean, I think this music never played in the game before. I just, what's for gonna look down just about. Yeah, it's like reverse psychology, but also, because I'm psychic, you know? The second way is that you're psychic. What, me? Good stuff. Psychic, as if those exist. Entertaining as a falsity is probably for the best. A psychic. You get to know things we don't by using psychic abilities. There have been rumors of psychic usage before to explain things such as. He was looking for an example. The Mandela effect, maybe? Or like morphogenetic field? Soon he pointed Luxuria. Turn around. Why? Turn around or I shoot. Before I grabbed the revolver, this door. What? Did as told and turned around, exposing the back of her helmet. On it was oh yeah, the large S that appeared everywhere. Large S. As Nvidia pointed out much earlier, it was a cool S. A symbol which was also engraved on the Mi cards. This is another CG, isn't it? This is like the lowest budget CG ever. This symbol, for example, has been drawn all over the world in various places. It's impossible that each person who drew this was told how to do it by someone else. This trend predates the internet too. There's been a theory that a cool ass was a mark of psychic abilities. Also, he mentioned the internet, so it's probably not the 1990s or the 2000s, like like the phone line thing. That one day someone somewhere used their psychic abilities without meaning to and grabbed the knowledge on how to draw a cool ass from someone else. Then they followed by drawing it everywhere they could. Someone else did the same, and again all over the world. That is the explanation, albeit a little hard to imagine being real. That might also explain this epiphany. You know what an epiphany is. We spoke about it earlier. You mentioned something about talking to dead people, right? Yeah, remember the epiphany? A moment of clear lucidity or an idea that comes out of nowhere. For that, I do actually have no explanation whatsoever. Maybe he's right? No, it's still far too loopy to be considered true. Fudge nudgers, why do I talk to dead people? Maybe in moments of extreme stress, you pull information from the world itself. I've played games that dealt with things like that, and the world is formed of what we know. This is meta because zero escape. It's possible what's happening here is the same as in those games. It's gonna be a really tough sell for me, you morons. Superbia interjected in his usual fashion. What the fuck is wrong with you? Psychics don't exist. It's just a farce, make-believe. It's not real, and we're wasting time. Need I remind you that we've only got an hour and a half to go? You're right. We have to solve the puzzle. He stepped to the side, watching everyone. No one else seemed to want to walk away from the consoles. By then, everyone had forgotten Ghoul was dead not too far away. Well, take the lead. You've got the gun. Nice morphogenetic field reference. Had to put that in, of course. Yeah. Like, Moon, Moon, that is a meme actually. Moon wants to step away from Zero Escape. Also, Moon, I've played those games. Wait, let's actually screenshot that. Wait, where is... This is legit a meme. This is legit a meme. That's exactly why I can do it. You all go, I'll follow. I'm not getting shot in the back. You can either go or I can kill you right now. His tone was much less friendly. The horse was making clear he was not joking around. Fine. Well, fine. Jesus Christ, in a poker stick. He also will play until the end of this. Look at CG Lexicon, of course. Maybe look at the puzzles one last time, and then we'll end the stream probably because it's almost 1 a.m. Superbia walked towards the hallway into Wing A, followed by Avarician and Cora. Luxuria went after them, and finally Tristitio walked to close the line. Something's not matching with the countdown either. There are 30 minutes left before the next vote is required, but with the time it'll take to solve the puzzle in the next rooms, it's not looking good. Once again, someone has to die or they need to start hurrying up. It's getting a bit late. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're right. We have the same time zone. We always forget. Oh no, this is a puzzle. It's gonna be. This may. Yeah, I might get stuck here. If I get stuck on the puzzle, then I'll probably have to get into this for today. Also, if you wanna try yourself on one of the puzzles that are listed here so far, then yeah. Arriving at a set of doors in the back of the larger area they hung out around before, it was clear the panel was ready to receive their inputs in order to solve the puzzle. It took them only a minute to find it, next to the set of locked doors on the right. Let them Cora solve it. So far she's been the fastest to do this. It's like BF said, we don't have a lot of time. Approaching the panel, the girl readied herself to solve it as she'd done before. Oh lord, I'm anxious. Ooh. Oh no. This is one of the puzzles I couldn't solve. I actually tried for an hour, I think, and I couldn't solve it. Team Dam Emit Moon. Nice. So I thought that it was like one of these Rubik cubes. No, what is it called? Magical square, where all things have the same, I guess, number, and every at the same sum, and every word. No, not word. How to put this? And every letter is equal to a number. This is gonna be fun. Looks kind of, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna Okay, no, I'm not gonna look at the hint. I'm gonna figure out the values first. And we can try to do that once. So a E is obviously 3. Yeah, actually, let me display capture this for you. Oh shit, this is the wrong one. Oopsie whoopsie. Yeah, I shit. Good, I think the gameplay capture should be the right way. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in a moment, like actually 55T is 20. M. Yeah, M is a number that we have 3 times. So I'm gonna convert these all into numbers first, and then we're gonna try to switch them around so we have basically the same score everywhere, if that makes sense. Like, that's my approach. And 14T 20. This is N. 15, 15, and 14. Okay. I'm gonna enlarge this for you. Middle, and let's just do 7,5. And let's just put a function here so to make it easier for us actually. So we can just switch freely around and see what changes. Oh yeah, we need to actually 120. Yeah, no. 25. 2015. Oh fuck. 5, 1. 15, 5. No. I need a large number here. 10, 5? Do you think this might work? I honestly don't know. Wait, if we just sum the whole thing up and then divide it... No, this won't work either way. That is the wrong way to go, because we can't make it 43.5. But maybe that'd be random guessing, yeah. But I don't... let's look at the hints. A is not the very beginning. What? You can find me 6 times. What the fuck? 1, 2. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the E is what? Equalize. A is at the... Oh, A is at the very beginning. What does that mean? Like, I legit thought that it might have something to do with numbers because of equalize, obviously. But no. What does that mean? I'm so confused. Chat? Help? I mean, 1, 14. it's also not like we could mirror these, because E and A, interesting though, E and A are the only difference. The others are, like, there's two N, three E's, I, T, T, O, O, the D, the E, the A, and another E are one. And wouldn't it be more logical if the topmost E was the 1/3 row instead of the first? You mean like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Maybe like, you see what I'm going for? Wait, but that doesn't work because A needs to be first. Equalize. And no. Yeah, I see it, but it wouldn't have anything to do with equalize. Yeah. Does it need to spell it words? Oh shit. There is a guide by Doizovi, I think, who has hints for all these puzzles, and I'm tempted to take one of these hints. Although, like, Applecast, if you want, we can try this together for like 5 to 10 minutes, and if we don't get a solid clue, then we'll look at the guide and see if we can figure it out. How does that sound? Only if you want, though, because, I mean, it's getting quite late. I think once we're done with the puzzle, though, we should quit. And like return tomorrow in the stream. Anonymity? No. Omen. Atom, time, omen, meant. Oh my god. Never mind. I got the omen. Oh, I actually have to go back to the puzzle and screenshot that. Yeah, exactly, Adam. Oh, this is interesting. Meliorate. Okay, never mind. I think we'll go into the end then. Yeah, that was sudden. We'll definitely go into the end. I'm just gonna screenshot the puzzle solution real quick. Oh, we can also hear the secret solution now. That's gonna be interesting, actually. I'm just gonna screenshot the puzzle solution. Atom. I mean, I still don't quite get the solution, why it is like it is. Yeah, wait, atom, time, omen, meant. Okay. Screenshot this, screenshot that. Great, screenshot. Also, let's look at the hint 2 has an skip empt house and also follow /2. Oh, interesting. So we need 3-letter. Why is it equalized? I think because it's time, omen, meant, atom. It's equalizing. Read this the same way you read this. But now we have to find 3-letter words, but also 4-letter word. 10. Okay, so end, 10, Oame, Oime, Eyede. Like you see the end, right? Even though comment with the same. You didn't notice? Oh my god. Rough, dude, rough. And Ayot, Ait, Tai, Tet, 10. I mean, End and 10 are just dead giveaways. Iota. There is Iota. Maybe Iota? Idea. Oh, idea. Iot. Idea. N. Enna. No. This can't be it. ETA. Eon. No, wait. Ion. Odi. Net. ETA. Do you think that might work? Let me just screenshot this. Poggers, dude. We got legends stuck on the normal solution, but once we figured out the secret solution was just easy like that. Jesus. Yeah, I'll definitely update the guide with so much. Why are you confused? Do you want to show? Do you want me to show you? Wait, let me just. Rough those words. Oof, rough. Okay, so an ion is is something with atoms. A ode is like an ode to the doner, to the kebab, to something. So like a hymn. Net is like net worth, for example. ETA is estimated time arrival, I think. Idea is idea. I mean, that's kind of obvious, and yeah, that's everything. But yeah, if you're not or only don't know it, yeah, I hope that like ETA was a bit of a stretch because it's like it is an acronym. But yeah, it was unlocked after the puzzle was dealt with. Feel free to go ahead, everyone. I'm not going to let anyone get out from this side. From now on, we need a little organization if we want to survive past the time limit. You mean survive or get killed by you one by one? Despite what it looks like, I do want to make it out alive. But that's not my ETA. I mean, ETA. Oh, it could be the. No, wait, isn't that epsilon and theta? I do want to make it out alive, and I also want as many of you to survive as possible, but I'm not against making sacrifices for it. Now to go check what's further down this hallway before those patients. Superbia shrugged and walked off, figuring this wasn't a problem. Avrizia and Luxuria competent too, but when Ancora began walking away, Tricitia grabbed her with his wrist. Except you. I have other questions, or rather, I want to try something. I wonder what that's all about, doesn't sound too good. To put it simply, I want you to think about VD. You're psychic, and I want you to try and communicate with him. I think that's a little bit crazy. Okay, I'll do. That's actually a nice direction. Nah, ETA is just something better. Okay. I had to pull up the Greek alphabet so many fucking times for puzzles. Like, there's a puzzle where actually you have to convert into the Greek alphabet, and it was so crazy. It's an N. Oh, that one. Oh yeah. She agreed very quickly after he reached for her revolver again. There was no negotiating with him in the state. She tried and tried and tried. Thinking with VD, but there was no result. Sorry, I can't do it. He's gonna kill him because he will argue that the psychic abilities only come under stress, and he will kill me or point the gun to me and want to kill me. And then we'll actually remember something like the message NVIDIA sent us, or something where we can hack NVIDIA's helmet and frequencies in the beginning. And this is just my, or like, if he does that morphogenetic field theory, that's so from Zero Escape. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Greek alphabet since I'm studying math physics and we use like letters with the Greek alphabet. So, man, you're a god sending in there for this Twitch chat, uppercast, because you can help me with like dumb math puzzles. There's actually, it's so sad because like I know some of the puzzle solutions already because I beta tested them, so like chat can actually figure it out. Um, I mean, you still haven't played the game, did you? So like, maybe I should like give you like 10 seconds or 30 seconds to think about the puzzle and mute. Yeah, like I'm gonna probably with the next puzzle, I'm gonna be like, okay, if you don't want to know the puzzle solution, quickly mute the stream, close your eyes, wait 10 seconds, and then it's gonna be over. So you can try to figure it out yourself. Sorry, I can't do it. Maybe he's not dead then. Or like, I don't know if I'm a psychic, but every time I could hear about the dead person, they sort of spoke to me right after they died. This is a case where I can control it. I have an idea then, but I can't just do it just yet. Go explore with the others, I'll be right back. I don't think I'll be there next streams anyway, so yeah, why not? Probably because of the spoilers and you want to play yourself. Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, thank you for being here so far, man, dude. I wasn't really planning to be at the stream, to be honest, but ended up doing it. That is the that is like mood, just mood. Probably you wanted to just lurk, and then because of the audio issues at the beginning, you just stayed. But yeah, I mean, if you don't wanna see Birth Me Club because you wanna play it yourself, tomorrow I'm gonna also stream many demos from Ludonaracon. So if you wanna be there for that, then that would be, yeah, you're cordially invited. But I'll also try to squeeze in some Birth Me Clubs in the end. But I mean, the switching, you know. But anyways, the boy left her alone. The blonde girl was as dumbfounded as before. It wouldn't kill him to say what's on his mind before the grand events he's orchestrating. Haven't heard of the game. No, that's not a game. Ludonaracon is a convention, and because of the current situation, it's held entirely online, and there are Steam sales for that, but also basically time-exclusive demos on Steam. And I downloaded about 10 of the games I haven't played yet, and I'm gonna play the demos of them on Steam. Yeah, on stream, not on Steam, on stream. So yeah, these demos will also vanish once Ludonaracon is over in like 5 days. So I'm gonna play them, give my opinion on them, kind of from like a player perspective, but yeah. Also like a very, very, very naive game design perspective, because I studied game design for like a total of 2 hours. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Never heard of that event. Yeah, it's more of a small one because everything is basically being done on Steam now. Like the Game Festival is also done on Steam. The Video Game Awards, no, the Steam Game Awards with the Steam Game Festival was done on Steam, obviously. But yeah, I really like that because it's like Gamescom, where you have timed demos, but like not bound to a physical location, which is also kind of nice. So you get to experience it from the comfort of your home without having to wear a headset or having nauseating voices and sounds and stuff. But yeah, let's get to the end. It wouldn't kill him to say, well, yeah, I don't know what I want to see the end, even if I don't mind playing the game later. Okay, yeah, that's totally understandable. Like, the end is the goal and stuff. I won't come to say what's on his mind for the grand events he's orchestrating. I'll try to join maybe part of the plan. Oh, mood. I also only streamed because I did my work for today. If I didn't finish that, I wouldn't have streamed. So I'm very glad I did that. But yeah, I'll probably also stream, I don't know, probably like, I'm gonna start probably somewhere around 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. somewhere, and I'll see how long it goes. I also need to do stuff for university and stuff. The girl progressed into the wing now that Tristitia no longer hounded her, stopping at a corner. Oh, this is the... Exactly. She unlocked it with the same key she used to open the other one before. After a brief cursory check, gaining her a me card, which she pocketed in one of her boots, Ancora was startled by Avrita suddenly slipping into the room behind her. What's this? It was locked before, wasn't it? I used this key to get in, like earlier. I thought maybe you guys couldn't unlock it. She showed the key to the teacher. We found keys like that too, but they didn't work in these locks. I guess only the A key works. That reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet for saving, have I? Ancora shook her head. It's okay, I don't want anyone to die, but I also don't want anyone to get tricked into dying. It's probably the worst. But still, thank you. She's gonna kill me, she's gonna kill me. It's very embarrassing to rely on you because you're much younger than I am, but I think at this point I have no choice, do I? Everyone looks to the teacher for support, but so very few understand that she's in the same boat than everyone else. It's easy for me to get things I want given my age. I'm older, more experienced, more knowledgeable. But here I'm stuck, vulnerable, fighting against impending doom. I'm the same as you, so thanks for helping me. And if you need my help later, I will definitely lend it. I don't know how genuine that is, but it seems genuine enough. I can't see her lying like that because, as she said it herself, her life was saved. Thanks. The first thing I need is probably more meat cards. Scouring the room next to this one, I found one. Maybe the other classrooms here will have some. Okay, I'll go check them too. Let's meet back at the doors. Ancora agreed and the two parted ways. However, there was only one hallway leading inward. After Ancora left the corner room, she walked in the same direction as Avritya, despite the two of them having given their farewells. This is terribly awkward. The two of them acted as if they didn't notice they were walking close to each other. Avritya took the opportunity and slipped into the first nearby classroom, giving some respite to Ancora from having to sustain that awkwardness. For the bear-themed helmet wearer, the destination was simple, the other corner room. All of the corner rooms contained a meat cart after all, and there was only one of them left to investigate. Looking onto the nearby classrooms, Ancora noticed Superbia was searching one, and another one was being searched by Luxuria. Past them, she arrived at a corner and locked the door. Now inside, she looked around, and, in much of the same general location than the other two, Ancora found the meat cart once again. Are there like 3 things looking exactly like this? That makes 3. With 5 people remaining, we're almost there. After leaving the corner, Ancora bumped back into the ones she hadn't spoken in for a while now. Superbia and Luxuria were both right outside. Did you find anything? We couldn't unlock these doors, so how'd you manage it? I think that's the key. Look, the teeth look like a letter, like the other we found in the Dutch roots. Ancora still held the A key clutched in her hands. That's right, I found a me card inside in the other corner. The A key? Oh, if we wanted the I key from NVIDIA, then we would have been locked out of this ending here. Did we just... Wait, let me... Did we just unlock more? Oh no. But I mean, you know how we got the A key from NVIDIA and stuff? So shouldn't we be locked out if we got the I key? Wait, maybe we would have gotten locked out if we didn't raise NVIDIA's trust enough, because that also raised its trust, I think? Oh, that's so interesting. That's right. I found a me card inside and the other card, a corner had one too. That's 2. And Ava had 1 from earlier too. That means our total was 17 before the word. And we found 1 more. That means we can almost do the next vote without even exploring any of these puzzle rooms yet. Are we all agreed on who to vote for? A small silence settled among the group. It was clear who they were going to vote for next. Tricity was far too problematic to be left alive. This fucking pose. Maybe there's more. The NVIDIA puzzle thing only unlocked right after the end of the route. No, that is the other route. We're in the bottom route now, not in the top route. A death's needed soon. It's around the 45 minutes mark. The hour is coming. Right, we need to catch back with the others. See what the hole was. There are some rooms left here too. I'll take care of them, whatever. You two run off the others and consolidate the cards. What says you won't keep 1 or 2 you for yourself? You're crazy, what? We only need 5 and we only have 4 right now. Not only that, but we're running out of time soon. Just go. I don't have the time or desire to conceal anything at this point. Since Superbia seemed like she wasn't messing around, and Cora and Luxuria agreed to leave. Now alone, they walked through the hallway. Oh, one of the classrooms. Out of nowhere, Luxuria pulled Ancora over into a side room and closed the door. What's this all about? I wanted to have a little talk. There's something I've been meaning to tell you and all. It's about before. I wanted to thank you for saving my life. Hula's manipulation could have gotten me killed too. I meant that the top root thing only unlocked later when it wasn't seen yet, unfortunately. Exactly. Oh god, what Luxuria... Ancora shrugged her as though she wasn't too concerned. Saving the nice little girl was just as much a thing she was aiming to do than saving Avritya too. It's all good, don't worry. Did you have something else on your mind? Luxury hesitated. It's about Trist. He's clearly dangerous. What should we do? I don't think he'd go willingly into a vote like this. If the hour comes by, he'll probably shoot someone in the group. But but I don't think we can feasibly take him down either, unless it's by surprise. Yeah, I'm super concerned. On one hand, Ancora wanted to get rid of him. On the other, he could have been a great tool to figure out what Ancora wanted to figure out. If she'd only let him go onto the trail, he could do all the work for her. We don't have a choice then. We'll have to have him make a choice. What do you mean? When the time flips to the next hour, we'll die. That means he'll look for the most promising and easiest target to kill. We can use that to our advantage. Ancora explained her plan to Luxuria. The gist of it was to have the guy make a choice between two targets, and while he's unsure, Ancora will jump in and take the revolver from him. If we slam him on the helmet, he'll completely lose balance and focus. He might even black out. At that moment, I need you, Ava, and Superbia to grab him and carry him over to the vote booth. Then we have to get him stuck there so we can vote. That might work. There was a slight reticence in Luxuria's words. Ancora reassured her, understanding what she was afraid of. Don't worry, he won't be the target. I think Trist is very focused on the idea that Bia is still a danger. So I'll lure him over while Bia is still busy. Then I'll do something to look threatening. That's when he'll be confused. If I time it right, then Superbia comes out, he won't know what to do. That's when you come behind him and give him a good smack. You think I can do it? Small hands, small hands. It also works if we get Ava to do it, I guess, but you have a good spot from here. Okay, I think it'll work. Yeah, I'm a lot more confident now. She looked like she was pumping herself up to pull it off. Cora thought about it for a moment long. You should stay in this classroom. Just speak out when we're going to pass by and then you can get him at my signal. I'll make a V with my fingers, okay? Be sure to get him on the helmet. The resonance from it is insane and could easily knock someone out. Got it. Cora sneaked back out of the classroom to go and meet up with Triss. There was no time to waste while Superbia was still busy, or else she'd miss her window. Ancora came back with him after explaining the situation. She'd made up a lie about how Superbia was dangerous, and she was increasingly erratic. I'll take care of her. Now that the boy had given himself a self-imposed peacemaker, he's the peacemaker, oh my god, mission, it was easy to get him on the warpath. Ancora led him to the hallway, where Superbia was still searching, but she stopped near the entrance of a classroom. The entrance to that classroom, specifically. Let's hope Luxuria is ready. Things happened very fast following that. First, Superbia came out of the classroom, which startled Ancora. Even though the rabbit had been much further away before, Ancora failed to account for the fact she might move classrooms. This made her jump back, causing her to step onto Avarita's feet, who had just come out of another classroom with Ancora. Thankfully, the teacher didn't cause a ruckus, but she did grab the girl so she wouldn't fall. You okay, Cora? I would just believe in Cora now, honestly. I thought he would be... Exactly. She knows that Superbia was out. Oh, Bia's here. Calling out the rabbit's presence, the woman caused Tristia to turn around with his gun taken out. The revolver was aimed right at Superbia. Uh-oh, this wasn't part of the plan. Now there is no one to take out Tristia. Cora looked at the two of them. Superbia stepped back at Tristia, who was going to pull the trigger without any questions. It made sense. The timer was coming onto the hour. They only had 1 more minute to get another death. What the fuck is happening? Ancora only had a split moment to act. She could let things take their course and leave Superbia to die, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing since she was one of the weakest links of the group. Or she could shove the girl out of the way of the bullet to protect her. And so, Ancora, I have a choice. I think I'm gonna say shove Superbia out of the way so we can maybe get a bad end and I can end the stream, because I'm going half an hour longer than I wanted to. We changed the route? And Cora had to act. This wasn't the real plan. The real plan was to get Tristia, not Superbia. She moved forward all of a sudden, tackling the rubber-themed girl out of the way of the gun. What? With that tackle, Ancora successfully saved Superbia's life, and yet the bullet Tristia's shot lodged itself into Luxuria's helmet instead, which caused her to almost immediately crumble to the ground. The smaller girl had been standing behind the rabbit. What? An explosion came from the... What? As the helmet disintegrated, taking with it the girl's head and knocking everyone back. It could only be described as morbid. The morbid result was Ancora's choice. Ah. Well, this might be the... Yes. Oh, what? I didn't want to do this, but I need to look at the flowchart. Like, yo, what? No. Well, we unlocked a little bit more of the flowchart, I guess. Yeah, chat. I think this is it for. Yeah, let's stop. Let's stop. Let's look at the CG art. Oh, actually, the SS isn't the CG art. Oh, so nice. There's variation, but yeah, the SS isn't in the SSS isn't in the CG art. Interesting. Let's look at the lexicon. The cool S. Around the birth of the internet, many people have led a wild goose chase in order to know where the symbol comes from. Some say it is related to various things, but no one has really found the origins of this cool S. It has been drawn everywhere, in notebooks, on walls, as graffiti, and it's even been part of works of art. By the way, everywhere also means all over the world too. It's a total mystery coming from as far back as the 1890s. Holy shit. But yeah, I'll end this. Isn't that Nvidia? But he's not blacked out because I didn't get his official ending, I guess. But yeah, first off, something about the cool essence we were talking about it. So there was a hint I saw while I was watching Gedrick's stream, and basically, what is it called? How to put that? Oh yeah, Simon. That was the name. Simon's what is it called? So yeah, Simon's nickname in high school was S, and there were the cool kids who did a lot of things. So I think Simon can be kind of counted as the origin of cool S somehow. I don't know how, but that's like a theory we have. But in any way, shape, or form, oh yeah, that was right, exactly. But in any way, shape, or form, this has been the stream. Thank you all for joining me. I wanted to rate somebody, but nobody's really online right now. So yeah, I'll guess I'll just end the stream normally. You have a good night or a good evening, whatever the time is at your time zone. It sounds a bit of a stretch, but it could be. But wouldn't that be way earlier than the origin of Bliss? Well, I guess they're gonna go with something like morphogenetic field stuff is traveling through time stuff. But yeah, this has been a stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, probably. Yeah, probably. With the demos from Luden and Arakan, and also maybe some Birthing Code. Follow me on Twitter to see when I'll be. What is it called? When I'll be. Yeah, when I'll be live again. I'll tweet out the time as soon as I know it. And I'll be uploading these parts onto YouTube. The last 3 streams should be on YouTube. This one should be going up in a couple of hours. And if you haven't entered the giveaway yet or have given it a retweet, if you just want to raise the visibility, you can do so in the link I just sent out. I'm raffling away 1 copy of Birth Me Code on Steam. So if you haven't gotten Birth Me Code yet, that is the perfect time to get a copy. The giveaway ends in 4 days. So if you have any friends too who are not that interested in the game but would do it if they would play the game if they get it for free, hey, all they have to do is retweet, tell which sin they are, and follow Miracle Moon on Twitter. So yeah, that has been it for today. Thank you for joining me, even though I went a little bit over the estimate. We streamed for 3 hours, Jesus. And yeah, thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for being here.